Testing. 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 Test teeth. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta switch lights. It's Dad's victory song. How are you tonight, my nephew? Hold on. There's a good test for you. Yeah, that's a good test 1, 2. And now you're going to get down? You've been bathing yourself for like 3 hours. Now it's time to get down? Where are you going there, fatty? Yeah. Is it time to go drink some water and eat some crunchies? Figures. I just got everything untangled. Alright, so can you still hear me? What's this silliness here? Testing. Do you read? Got your apple ready. Lucky. Is that from the movie or is that from one of the episodes? Alright, LOL. I'm okay. I saw a tune of Switch. Oh, ton of Switch stuff at the local Targus. Sadness follows. I don't have list Switch. Yo. Whatever you have, play. If you have something, play it. But don't play it so much that you miss out on real life, dude. Like, honestly, you know what the best thing you can do? You know the best game that you can play? Go outside. That is the best game you can play. Like, get in the sun while it's still working, whether it's real or not. Why am I looking over there? I need to look over there. Alright, let's play this Final Fantasy. Let us make a Final Fantasy. Hey, what's going on? Perfect timing, dude. I literally just started. Literally, after all this time, I've been streaming for 35 minutes, and I literally just started right now. And for some reason, my save states aren't working. That's probably for the better, because it also means that because of that, I can't slow it down. There we go. Jeez. My nephew is in here, and my nephew is not... I mean, honestly, it's the internet, so... And I think I marked this stream mature, so hey, wait a minute. If this stream is marked mature, how the hell are you in here? How are you in here? Is this stream marked mature? Not like marked, but actually restricted, because which, by the way, for all of our restricted streams, even if I could put commercials on there, even if I could put commercials on there, I wouldn't be able to put them on mature streams anyway, which is fine. So I really think that at this point, I'd rather control the flow of the money that goes through here. Which, by the way, the best nation in the world is still donation. And it has been a very long time. since the donations were promoted on this channel. I think it's been since I thought that I was actually going to reach the money that they owed me, when YouTube was actually going to follow through with their end of the contract instead of changing it. Well, that's good. That's good. Any streamer vid. Okay, that's fine. Sounds about as... And honestly, that's the thing. When you come into a mature, marked, or a restricted stream, it is no longer my fault what happens. And even if you come into one that is not marked for mature, it is still not my fault. I am not responsible for anything that happens on this channel. Honestly, if I violate the YouTube terms of service, which are laughable to me, because the kind of things that happen in my channel are repeated violations of YouTube's terms of service, but yet it still is allowed to be permissible. And I hung out for a very short period of time earlier today with a friend of mine from Korea, South Korea. He's actually originally from Pennsylvania, but he works in Korea. He teaches children English in South Korea. And just about every time we get the opportunity to talk to each other, you know, there's some chicanery, some fuckery that happens, and it's just one of those things when you're on the other side. Jesus God, you know, it's starting to be a little reminiscent. It's starting to be a little reminiscent of our good friend Zanatos, who I have no idea what's happened to him. But that guy, just about everything that came out of his. All right, so we got all the troll account names out of the way. All right, so what is going on here? Here we go. So I think I came back here with the ship. So I think I do have the ship. And now the real trick is, so for anybody that did not tune in last time, we are playing the original Final Fantasy, which if you have an NES Classic Edition, first of all, give that shit to me. You really want to donate something that's non-monetary? Give me your NES Classic Edition. And no, I don't want the ones that are modded to have all these Nintendo games on it. I just want the original. Because I made a video a long time ago that was just like, we all want this thing, and we can't get it anywhere. And if Nintendo would have just allow us, like they did in Nintendo UK, to pre-order it directly from Nintendo, we could get it. Because I think a lot more people go back to the original NES, like people in my age, older than me, and they would love a plug-and-play NES console. A plug-and-play NES console made by Nintendo with 30 games on it. Final Fantasy is one of them. And there's a lot of people that did come, well, a lot of people, yeah, the big crew that we had last time that have never played the original Final Fantasy. So anyway, you start here, you go up, you talk to the king, and I was able to beat Garland, who's just like, I think you eventually have to fight him again later on, spoiler. Anyway, then I raised a few levels, and then I went to Maitoa, or Mayota's cave. She's a witch. She's blind because somebody stole her crystal ball, and she gives you an herb that later on wakes up. More spoilers. But I went over this direction, which actually is the opposite direction from the direction I'm pointing, but that's the way it shows up on the camera. So what, you go this way from where I am right now. This town's like right here. You go this way, you go across the bridge, you go all the way up through the schmutz, through the woods, and then there's a pirate. There's a pirate that basically, that's when you beat his pirate buddies, then he gives you his ship. So then once you get the ship, I came back, and here we are at the original town. And I'm trying now. The real trick is to do Fab category video counts as mature. Fab category videos counts as mature. Yeah, this channel is way mature. It's like NC-17. NC-17. Does that rating even still exist? Because here's the thing that cracks me up. Netflix. What the hell's the rating on Netflix? Because there are so many fucking sex shows on Netflix that any kid could access that I'm pretty sure Netflix is rated Big Chair. It may very well be rated Big Chair. And if that's the case, then I think that it amazes me. I mean, you can see floppy wiener. Wait a minute, now my face isn't matching up with the words in my mouth. All right, so we're gonna go get in the ship, and now here's I'm gonna take you around the world here. No, I can't because I'm too weak. I'm only a level 3, so I've got to get. Let's see, Tecklesby Huship, or spelling it backwards, Tecklesby Huship is push B select, and B select is a magic spell. Alright, so now you're seeing it about here, right? Okay, so where that square is, I'm trying to remember. There's a way. Oh, I wish I could remember how to do it. It's B and A and start. Nope, that ain't it. Damn. Okay, I gotta remember how to do this. Is it B and A and select and start? Nope. Somebody needs to look this. Is anybody watching this from a device that they could go to the internet easily? There is a way in this game. Well, 6 violent swears you've been missing. Okay, look. Focus for a second. There's a little sequence of buttons that you can push on this controller that makes a little game, and it's like basically you move the tile, like it's the number sequence from 1 to 12, and you just rearrange it around. And I love those games. As a kid, I don't know why those games were so addictive to me. They used it in Zelda Wind Waker. In Zelda Wind Waker, when you were flying, you would go to this island. There was this island. That is a stuffed animal. What happened to him? He's underneath the guitar. He's stuck underneath the guitar because I moved a whole bunch of shit because I had to move my bed, and look what I did. Okay, good, it went away. So I thought it was going to not scar, but I thought it was going to like stay red. I gave myself an Indian burn trying to, and actually he's missing an eye. And he's been sewed completely back together. His tail has been sewed back on. I was about 6 when I got him. His name is Freddie Fox, and he actually came from New York City. Smells like Brussels sprouts in here. And as much as I love Brussels sprouts, I still can admit they don't smell too good. It's a very awful smell. Hey, how much for that fat guy in the circle? Oh, that's me? How embarrassing. I don't see a price tag on him. Oh, that's me? Oh, that's embarrassing. Alright, apparently it's me that's looking it up. See, when I look it up, then you guys have to watch this dead air again. I guess it's me that's looking it up. There's a sequence. B select brings up the map. But there's a way to bring up numbers. Like it's like a sequence of numbers from 1 to 12, and like a square, one of those square game things where you slide the number around, and you try to get them all in order. And it gives you gold for doing it, and I don't remember how to get to it. I don't know if I have to get something before I could do that. Let me look it up. Dee dee doo doo doo. Dee doo 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 doo. Dee doo 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 doo. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Original Final Fantasy. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Press A and what? NES and Wonder Swan. Press A and B together. Freaking 55 times. Alright. So what do we gotta do? Alright, hopefully the turbos work. Ready, go. It works! Alright, so I've been sewing him. Why have you been sewing him so much? Yes, I remember you telling this. Yes, I remember you get it. That novel I've been working on. Alright, so I love these games. I don't know what, this is a very simple children's game, but I love it. Oh shit, I pushed the wrong button. Now I gotta do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 55. Alright, now how do I do this? There it goes. I want the Granny Smith apple. dun 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 dun. I think you get money for this. I sure hope you do, because otherwise this is a complete waste of time. Good. Alright, this is not working like I wanted to. Alright, this is not working. Sometimes I just push the wrong button. That's fine. Anyway, so what were we talking about the last time? Oh yeah, it got pretty ugly. It got pretty ugly when we left last time. So sorry. Okay, so anyway, let's see. I think, you know, we were talking about Revelation. We were actually talking about Revelation, which was really, really a good discussion, and then everything turned south in a hurry. Oh shit, I just realized this is the one that needs to stay the top window. The winder. This one needs to stay the top winder. Okay, so we got 1, 2... Alright, I need to look this again, because I just need to make sure this is worth the money you get for it. Alright, secret mini game. Can be played from obtaining the ship... Minigame. It exists in every version. In the puzzle, organize 15 in numeric order. After solving the puzzle... Oh, there you go. Well, we're going to do it then. Okay then. The tweeters. What about the tweeters? The tweeters. Yeah, I'm actually pretty fucking sick of most of the socials right now, but I mean, I'm just irritated by and large. I mean, I think that they can still be used to help us, but not any better than your voice can. Like, your voice is your most powerful... No. For some individuals, I think your mind, your heart, your voice... It just irritates me. It just irritates me that they're trying everything that they can to take the voice away from the people. And give it to whom is the real question. They're trying to take the voice away from truth, and it's never going to happen. Like right now, tonight, the fucking Grammys are going on. So, wait a minute. I think I can probably go to the chat, because this needs to be deciphered by all of yous watching this right now. Obviously, I was joking about you having a... No, I don't do that. And actually, the guy in Grand Theft Auto, I think the guy in Grand Theft Auto, like, that's the gag with that thing, and it's pretty freaking disgusting. Don't forget to thumbs up that stream. Don't forget to stick a thumb in the stream. All right. Oh, Goomba's here. What the hell? Why didn't I see that? There you go. That's for everybody right there. And I'll put it in there again. There you go. I'm spamming it up right now. I'm spamming it up. That's a little lee for everybody there. Okay, so what do we got? 13 and 5. Boy, I sure would like to. I would like to find out what I'm going to get for this, because this is embarrassing that it's taking me this long to do. Welcome, everybody. It's a long game. Just warning everybody. It's a long game. This is probably going to take... And if you can remember, I don't think anybody that's currently in this stream has been here since the Nintendo Compromise began. But when the Nintendo Compromise began, we did one game at a time. We only did one game at a time. And actually, there was something very beautiful about those days. First and foremost... I don't know. I mean, I was definitely... I mean, I've learned a great deal of very important lessons, but I've also learned that I've got a lot left to learn about truth, and I'm just humbled. I'm humbled in both bad and good ways. Like, I'm humbled, and I'm glad that some of you are here, and I guess I'm sort of sad that some of you will never ever leave. Like, some of you will never ever get the hint, and will just keep finding ways to either silently or way too loudly just keep coming back, and I'll never figure that out. But anybody decipher that yet? Anybody decipher that again? I can spam it out for you one more time. Yeah, actually, I won't watch any... Oh, that reminds me. Thank you for saying that, because I did have something that I wanted to share for everybody here. It's going to go under the scenery heading, if I can remember. Media source. No, it's going to go under scenery. And thank you so much for saying that, because I did want to say, if I said anything about the Super Bowl, since we were approaching the Super Bowl, I was like, you know what? If I'm going to go live anywhere near the Super Bowl, I just wanted to remind people what I think of the Super Bowl and football in general, and I think it's very appropriate. I think it's extremely appropriate, especially for a mature stream. Okay, where the hell is it? This desktop. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we need to do something just a hot second. Where is pause? Where is pause the damn thing? I mean, it's paused when I'm clicking this menu, but there's got to be a way to pause this damn thing. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna go I, because I is save state. And then I need to do this. There's got to be a pause. Don't tell me there's no pause button. Reset power, eject. It should be in here. Alright, fuck it. I'll do it this way. Oh, wait a minute. Video? No. Boy, this is tough. PPU? No. Display? No. Huh. I'll be damned. How could you not have a way to pause this? Last year it was on my birthday and it sucked. Actually, you know what though? Like, the one last year went to like overtime, didn't it? It was like the first time in like I forget. Was that like the first ever Super Bowl that went to the overtime or something? I mean, it doesn't matter, because they have exposed themselves for what a bunch of drug using poser pansies they really are. One, they've always been drug users, but it's the one sport that they don't test for as many drugs. It's sort of accepted, you know. Like I mean, I'm not a big fan of baseball myself either, but it's the one sport that they test. They don't necessarily test for like pharmaceutical enhanced, you know, whatevers, and yet they're a bunch of pansies. I mean, like, how could you... I don't know. I mean, let me just find a way to pause this forsaken thing here. It's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to pause this. I'm not going to get it. Go to... All right, disable sound. Do it just like this. Do it like this. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to... Yeah, just like the big chairs. All right, hold on. No, New England came back from like a 28 points down, and I make millions of dollars, and I'm going to take a knee because America is unfair. Yeah, and actually, that is exactly what I wanted to show. This is why I'm telling you, I was never a big fan of football anyway, Never really a big fan of football anyway. I played football, and I was, you know, I was never. I'm like the perfect attendance guy. There's an award over there for perfect attendance. I've gotten perfect attendance in a lot of things in my life. You know, there is some luck involved in that. But all right, let me turn this thing on and show you why I truly believe that this is probably one of the most important. All right, let's get it going there. Hold on. This has got to go on top. Why can't I hear the damn sound? Can you guys hear the sound? Oh, there's so many fucking windows in this damn thing. Can you guys hear the sound? Because the sound makes this freaking. This is what I want to say about football, right? But if the sound ain't up, it don't do nothing. I need properties. I need loop restart. I need fucking sound. Damn it. No, you can't hear the sound. I'm doing properties. I can't see anything else that would make it work. Oh, he's coming back. Did you have enough of being out there? Here he comes. He's opening the door. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right. It's too much. It's one fucking little GIF and it's freaking it's hysterical. Yeah, come on. I hear you opening the door. Come on. I don't know why that isn't working. Boy, you are a piece of work. Yeah, you are a piece of work. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Where are you going? Oh, now you're going to turn around and go back? You don't make no sense. You don't make no sense. Yeah, the Hansons. All right. Maybe I can just... Oh, come on, it ain't going to be right. I'm not going to go through all of this just to freaking put this up here, because all they say is, I'm listening to the fucking song! This is the best part. The fucking referee comes up and he's talking in their face while the national anthem's going on. And he's like, I'm listening to the fucking song! That's the way you ought to be. Some little pansy wants to freaking take a knee or whatever. It's just like, I'm listening to the fucking song! Watch him. I'll have to... He's there like, oh, can you see? And the ref is like looking back. And he's like, all right, you guys are out of here. And he's like screaming at him. I wish I could make the fucking sound come up. There's no volume on the damn thing. Let me just tell you, OBS is so irritating. There are so many irritating things about OBS. Hide in Mixer. I'm all over them properties, man. I'm just bombing on properties, and there's nothing coming up in there. I'm bombing on properties. I'm just... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Can you hear it now? Because I can't hear it. Gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Got my eye on the three of you guys. For one thing, you're out of this game. Now I run a clean game here. I have any trouble, I'll suspend you. I'm looking at a fucking song! got my eye on the three of you guys. You pull one thing, you're out of this game. Now I run a clean game here. I have any trouble, I'll suspend you. I'm listening to a fucking song!
There you go. Did you guys hear it there? I'm listening to a fucking song! Alright, let's fucking beat this puzzle and get some money. Let's beat this puzzle and get some money. Alright, wait a minute. 2018, people eat Tide Pods. Yeah. Suing innocent men. And the fucking... Listen, long before this fucking Tide Pod thing came out... See, this is the programming, guys. This is the programming. They are programming you and your children every day to cheat on your spouse, to freaking kill your neighbors, kill yourself. I mean, this is the programming. This is the program. You think it's not that bad? It is that bad. I hate to tell you this, but if you spend all day watching that, yeah, your kids are going to freaking eat Tide Pods, and they're freaking toxic. They say if they taught your kids in school how to actually read, they would flip the bottle over. I mean, thank God I know how to look at nutrition facts and flip the bottle over and be like, I can't pronounce these chemicals, so I probably shouldn't eat this damn thing. That is the stupidest challenge. Let me just tell you, the cinnamon challenge wasn't. I mean, the cinnamon challenge, it's fine. It's cinnamon, it'll make you throw up. It's whatever, but it ain't gonna fucking kill you. You're going to die, okay? And if it does not immediately kill you, it's going to do such damage to your insides that you probably will develop, like, serious intestinal problems from eating laundry detergent. It says all over the cap, it says all over the bottle not to do that shit. The fact that people actually, it's not even the kids. It's the parents that allow the kids to do whatever the hell they want. It says right on the freaking thing to keep it locked up. I mean, and they were saying, like, probably almost 6 years ago when they first made these damn things, don't let your kids eat them. And they were talking about little kids. They were talking about little kids when these first things came out. Something is now happening to teenagers where it's just like they're being programmed every day to kill themselves. They are receiving programming every day to kill themselves. And the reason is they want all of you dead. Okay? And if you don't believe that, I'm sorry. It's the way things are. You need to fight to stay alive in this world. Because everything out there is trying to tell you to be evil, to kill yourself, kill other people, and all you have to do is be awake. And when you're awake, you will realize, like, you will use your brain and be like, oh, wow, that's pretty fucking stupid. But the first way they get you is with laughter. As soon as they get you to think it's funny, like, I can't tell you how many parents I've talked to that are like, some of the things that my kids say that they think is funny is just offensive. It's offensive, and it's just like, wait, is this what they think is funny now? Like, why in the world would you ever say that to somebody? I'm sorry. I mean, you got me turned down a rant here, but I mean, it just infuriates me. It infuriates me that parents are that absent. How could a parent be that absent to not realize what the hell their kids are freaking up to? It's sick. It's and you know, and I sometimes with the parents, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt because they're doing the best that they fucking can. However, if that kid turns up dead, somebody's got to go to the parents and be like, what the hell were you thinking? Like, I mean, you obviously you would not think that a teenage kid would be so fucking stupid. But I've worked with enough teenage kids, so I can tell you that the most important thing that I need to teach teenagers is, yo, don't be a fucking idiot. And you just need to talk tough. Like, you need to talk tough, and you need to speak from a place of authority. It's just like, look, when you get to your teenage years, there's going to be things that if you're exposed to in the wrong way, you're gonna end up in jail or you're gonna end up dead. And if you don't get this shit right, you don't get to live to be an adult. You really need to do this shit right. And honestly, it's why I think that most parents do appreciate me, because it's like, yo, I'm concerned about your kid. I'm concerned. Like when I teach the kids at church, it's like, you know, like I wanted to make sure that the parents were actively discussing things with me, and I'm like, yo, here's what's happening at school. These kids are being told this and told that or whatever, but they are not being trained to stay alive. They're not being, you know, like, I mean, if you tell them, hey, up is whatever direction you feel like it is today, up is whatever direction you feel like it is today, you're going to end up walking off a building. No offense to a substitute teacher, discipline does start at home. Okay, wait a minute. It's true, man. My generation laughs at ridicule a lot, and in reality, there's a true harshness to it. Cinnamon challenge should kill. Yeah, okay. Check out cotton candy in your attic. Is that the name of somebody? Already empty. Okay, wait a minute. It's true, man. My generation laughs at ridicule a lot, and in reality, there's true harshness to it. Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Like, you gotta start saying to these kids, like, yo, that is not funny. And if you're laughing at that, then we need to start right here. We need to start right here with you, because that shit is not funny. That shit's gonna hurt people. Shit's gonna kill people, and that's why I'm saying, talk tough to kids. Just be like, yo, motherfucker, you don't realize what the hell you're doing right now. You are in hot shit. I mean, like, this is the kind of stuff that if you don't kill yourself or your friend, it's gonna put you behind bars. Like, that's how real this shit gets. Like, you can't fucking tell people to do this stuff. All right, so let's go back. Let's go back a few months, because honestly, in my stream, in my show with my friend Tom, we were talking on that show shortly after the, what is it, Harambe? Was that what that thing was called? That gorilla that ended up having to get shot. And one of the things that my friend had shared was, he's just like, you know, and I'm gonna screw this up probably, but he's just like, it's funny how the people that were freaking animal rights activists last week are freaking, you know, they're all of a sudden, they're like surgeon generals this week. It's like everybody's a fucking armchair like professional, like, or, you know, and they think, oh, well, you know, this whatever. But the real issue is, I mean, yeah, okay, I've never had a child of my own, so everybody loves to remind me of that. And it's just like, yo, you don't understand. You're right. I don't understand what it's like to have that fear because they're my own child. And the only thing that matters to me is making sure that they stay alive from sunup to sundown every single day. But if you think that I don't fear for the lives of all children in this crazy world, I mean, please don't misunderstand me. I love to train young adults to be good and well-adjusted young adults, and it scares the living daylights out of me when I think of what kids are subjected to. It makes me so angry as an adult that it's just like, yo, I would have never ever done this shit. My parents would have never allowed this shit to happen. You have to play an active role in your kid's life. You just have to. Oops, I just realized that it wasn't at the bottom. You know what, though? I do remember that Carlin one. You know what? Fuck the children. And honestly, the point of what he's saying there is a very true thing. That it's just like, yeah, you know what? You need to remember. Everybody says, I want a better world for my kids. Fuck the children. And honestly, what he's saying is, the best thing you can teach your kids, and Joshua, since you're here listening to this, I still believe that the best thing that you can teach your kids is discipline. And the way you teach your kids discipline is you remind them that I'm not you. I'm not you. I'm already an adult. I fucking took my licks. And I'm an adult. I'm not going to come down to your level. I'm not going to come down and be like, hey, it's a real tough world out there and I'm your buddy, I'm your friend. No. The only way you get to my age is you learn the right lessons or you're not going to make it. And we, as adults, are telling you, you can fucking hate me for saying this, but all I can say is look in my eyes. And you tell me if I'm telling you what you need to know so that you don't make the fucking mistakes that I made. I expect you to go out there and make a shit ton of mistakes. But if you don't listen to this, then your life is going to freaking show you. You go out and do whatever the hell you think you want to do, but don't fucking pretend that it's not going to fuck up 10 times worse for you, especially in this day and age. Especially the way it is now. You're 10 times more likely to get shot from disrespect now than when I was your age. You're 10 times more likely. And I'm making that statistic up because 88.2% of statistics are all made up. Alright, so wait a minute. They would not be ready if they would lose all the tech the next day. Or if they get there, or if, wait a minute, I gotta go up. They would not be ready. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna read Jedi's first. Wait a minute. They would not be ready if they lost all their tech the next day, or if many not there. Forget about it. We don't teach survival like you said, with yourself and working with other people. Yeah, like, this is the thing, right? Like, I mean, if the best survival lessons that a teenager's getting right now is how to survive a zombie apocalypse with a whole bunch of fucking supplies and shotguns and shit like that, it's just like, how the fuck do you think you're gonna get one of them? You really think that you're just gonna walk into somebody's house and take their fucking gun? Like, I could tell you right now, you walk into somebody's house with a gun, you're more likely to get shot. And you should be. Because you don't fucking walk into other people's houses, especially if they're armed. And they shouldn't have to tell you. We learned by the crazy old man when we stepped on their grass. Get off my lawn! And now that I am that individual, like there was this kid at church with his fucking ass hanging out, little tiny kid, and his mother was sitting in the church pew behind him on the other side, and I'm thinking she probably adopted this kid because he doesn't look anything like her at all. But she's on the other side. And he's up in the front, and he's freaking throwing not Bibles, because I don't know if you know this, but a Catholic church doesn't have a Bible in the pew. But anyway, he's throwing the books on the floor, and there's this old man with Parkinson's that's one of the choir people. And he's over there, and I see him scowling and looking at this kid, and I'm fucking scowling looking at this kid. But then I fucking turn my attention to his mother. And I'm scowling at her, and I'm just like, are you even paying attention to your kid? Like, what the hell are you letting him do? Because first and foremost, yes, it's a Catholic church. And your damn kid's pants are freaking falling off of his ass. And it's a Catholic church, right? So all these people insult Catholics, even though, by the way, statistically speaking, more incidents of molestation still are documented in a Protestant church than a Catholic. But it's out there everywhere. It's out there everywhere. You need to take care of your kids when you go into public with them. You need to keep an eye on them. But this damn kid is sitting in the front freaking throwing books around or whatever, and he's distracting. To somebody that gets as easily distracted as I do, I'm trying to fucking do a puzzle. Look at how distracted I am. I don't even remember what the hell got me on this topic. I'm trying to stay with the comments, that's why. Pussy whipping these boys into feminists who hide behind their women. But you know what? Don't be afraid to show your emotion, men. Since this is a 100% man stream of people that are talking right now, don't ever be afraid to show your real emotion. Because I'm going to tell you something. Your mother's going to tell you all the reasons. Your mother's going to tell you all the reasons why you should hide your emotions. Actually, maybe that's not true. But I can tell you that you need to be careful. Because if they're trying to turn you into a woman, they're going to tell you you can't get mad. Don't forget why Jesus turned over the tables. Turned over the bill changers in the temple. I think if you remember what Proverbs says, that when you get angry, you do not sin. But it never says don't get angry. It never says that. Because when you see the kind of freaking heresy that's out there, I mean, the Grammys is going on right now. And honestly, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this in the chat right now again, okay? That's for yous. That's for all of yous in the chat. All right, hey, Cube Man, did you hear that they're actually making ballless on it? What's your take on that? Are you serious? That's too funny. Fat Sports, no Rough House. Good God, I missed this many comments. It's about fuck this and fuck that. Good God, how the fuck did I miss this many comments? As a teen, U.S. teens are stupid. Let's not marginalize, okay? Okay, I think we're good. I think we're almost caught up here. Training to prove the monitor square quadratic formula never fucking used to. Never. Nah. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Algebra. Algebra is one of the most important things you can learn in high school. You should be learning how to get a job. That's the most important thing that they're not teaching you in school. But I'm going to tell you why math is so important. Math is still probably one of the most important things that you can learn because it's a language that is equal, greater, less, or zero, or infinity. I mean, like when you speak in the language of mathematics, you're not going to get emotional. Words need to be what words are. And there needs to be a set designated. This is why I keep saying if up is wherever you want it to be, you're going to walk off a building one day. If up is wherever you feel like up is today, you're going to end up breaking your neck. Up is always up. Up is always up. And if you're teaching kids at young ages that up is wherever the hell you feel like up is, you are going to kill kids. You are going to kill kids. You are crippling them for their life, and people will die because of your bad teaching. That will be on you if you don't understand why it's so important to make sure you never forget what an equal sign means. That you never forget what A equals, what B is, what alpha and omega stand for. I mean, like, honestly, don't discount how important it is to do math. Especially when it comes to life. Because, you know, when you are somebody that it's just like, okay, how did so-and-so die? You're working in a medical field. How did so-and-so die? You systematically run through that. Well, this was the catastrophic failure right here. These were all the variables that led to this individual dying. All right, so I think that there are pros and cons that we need to be taught today. Boys can't be boys unless you're fat in sports. No Rough House. Suspended. Hey, Cube Man, did you see ballless soccer? Wait a minute. All right. Pussy whipping boys. Run behind. And George Carlin says, fuck the children. All right, wait a minute. Good God. I got to get back to that comment. History repeats itself unless you look at the past and learn more. Amen. That's actually very good. Don't ever forget that it's not just that history repeats itself. It's history repeats itself until the lesson is learned. Like, why are we having more race issues? Because we had a ton of people that came out and tried to unwind the lessons that we learned from history. That's the biggest reason why we're going through more racial issues now. Because people are trying to unwind what Martin Luther King Jr. was talking about. when people in college are now restricting white people from going to particular classes, and now restricting anybody that's not 5 different genders. Like, if you're not part of this excluded gender group and you're just a male, you can't go into this one particular class. So now we are no longer in college teaching kids to judge by the content of their character, but just by their what box they check. I mean, we're back into that. So why in the world would you think that it wouldn't create at the most hostile level? I mean, a young adult that thinks that they understand how the whole world works, if you've indoctrinated those kids to freaking marginalize everybody, you did that. You did that. You are responsible for unwinding the lessons of history. And we will. We'll have to repeat what we went through. I agree, go against my mom a lot, and then I end up getting disciplined. Well, there you go. And I'm going to tell you something. When you're an adult, you can very carefully disagree with your upbringing. But you better have the wisdom to back it up. Because I can tell you that the older I get, the more I realize how right my parents were. And I realized that when I was a kid, I just wanted them to get off my back. And as I got to an adult, I realized that they were the only ones that ever had my back. I just wanted them to get off my back. Another terror attack in Afghanistan? Son of a bitch. Another one. This is the 3rd attack. We just had a thing go across the wire here. My pet peeve is this quote, equality, yeah. I believe it's in rights equality, but not this equality. Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Let me finish this fucking puzzle. Let me go back to Jedi's comment, and then I'm going back to this puzzle. Okay. They lost their tech for a day, and it didn't get there. Forget about it. Teach survival, like you said, with yourself and working with other people. That's right. I mean, now, if you take a kid's device away, they're so fucking addicted to it that they have the most illicit, explicit, disgusting reaction. Don't take my phone! Don't take my phone! I'm gonna kill myself! Don't take my phone! Well, the right kind of parents are like, you know what? Go fucking do it. You're still not getting your phone back. And I'm gonna break it in half, and I'm gonna watch you freaking do it. Just do it in front of me. Just do it in front of me. Because honestly, at this point, this fucking device is killing you. And it's got that kind of a hold on you. And honestly, back when I was a teenager, I needed my video games taken away from me. I needed them taken away from me. My dad used to cut the fucking power. And I'm going to tell you something, there is such wisdom in my father's discipline by cutting the power. So it's just like, you know what? All I got to do is cut this power. And everything that he's addicted to doesn't work. And the only options he's left with is to go outside. Go get on your bike or your rollerblades or whatever. Go the hell outside. Or read a book. Do your homework. You no longer have these electrical devices. That honestly, the EMFs are going through the roof. And now I'm convinced. If you guys have not experienced where you live, when I was in California, I started to see all this backwards lightning up in the sky. And I am now going to theorize. So I promise that this is not backed up entirely by anything other than my theories. But I have seen lightning in the last 10 to 15 years that I had never seen in my childhood. This backwards lightning that is all going up through the sky that they're freaking taking pictures of, and you can look all over the internet and show. You know why I think lightning is so much more fucked up now? Because there's so many electrical fucking wireless signals out in the atmosphere right now. I think that we are influencing the lightning out there. We are creating so much more static interference in the environment now because of all of these freaking networks. I mean, like, think of a Wi-Fi network, right? Like, why in the world couldn't we just have, like, one fucking major Wi-Fi network and just one outlet? Like, you pay to connect to that one thing. Because then you can't push and reset the box. But we got, like, fucking 15, 20 different houses within 10 minutes, and every single one of them's got their own router. You really think that all of these crisscrossing signals... You remember how long ago they were telling us? You remember how long ago they were telling us that these things cause cancer? How long ago were they telling us that? These things put out electromagnetic frequencies, and they were telling us years ago that they cause brain cancer. Whatever happened to the warning labels on these? You seriously think this thing is completely safe for you? Keep it in your pocket. Keep it in your pocket long enough. You ever get them phantom vibrate feelings in your thigh when your phone isn't in your pocket? I get that shit all the time. Cut the power and read a book. That's right. And while you're at it, freaking somebody tell me what this means. While you're at it, that's what I have to say about the Grammys. I can't believe there's another fucking terrorist. The terror attack. I mean, Afghanistan is. This. I mean, it's Al Qaeda, but Al Qaeda, Iran. It's the leftovers from ISIS. I mean, I hated James Comey. I think that guy ought to be tried for treason. But one of the things that he was talking about was the terrorist diaspora. The terrorist diaspora. What that meant, and if you look his quote up, what he was talking about was, once the caliphate falls, the real thing is that as you start to break up ISIS's network, they're going to reestablish themselves all over the world. Afghanistan is their closest hub that they can get to. It's very upsetting. It's very upsetting that they still have no regard for innocent life. They don't give a shit. Everybody to them is the enemy. Can't believe there's another fucking attack. The last one was at a freaking Save the Children place. They look for what they call soft targets. Ah, shit. How much you get for it? How much you get for it? I got 100. That was not worth 100 gil. For how long that took, that was not worth 100 gil. All right, let's go advance the story a little bit. Monster strike first. Shite. It got damn quiet here. Oh shit, what was I thinking? Fuck, now watch this. Everybody, including all the heavy hitters, all miss now. Has anybody figured out what that says yet? It's Hebrew. It's Hebrew. You got to read it from right to left. See if I can sound it out. Speech output is not available in Hebrew. The only thing I can remember. See, I miss Morty so bad. Morty used to read Hebrew, and I used to love it when he would. I mean, he would always try to be like, I don't read Hebrew. I'm like, yes, you do. You went to his Hebrew school for 7 years. Let's see if this is the original. If this is the original, this should say something different than the later one does. I'm going to a gravestone to see what the gravestone says. Here it is. This is the original. Here lies Erdrick. This is the original. They changed the later version and it says here lies Link, but the original ROM says Erdrick. And since I'm speaking into silence right now, Erdrick is the original hero from Dragon Warrior, which became Dragon Quest, which apparently is the same artist that does Dragon Balls. Dragon Ball. Balls. Dragon Balls. Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball something? Alright, so now I gotta remember. Okay, so you gotta beat Astos. You gotta beat Astos to get... Alright, do we even have... Let's see. I don't even have level 3 magic yet. Wow, I don't even have any level 3 magic. I still gotta raise levels. Alright, so the first thing we need is armor to keep us alive. Let's see if I can afford it. Shit, that's not where armor is. That's where swords are. Swords and balls. Erdrich. Erdick. It's not Erdick. It's Erdrick. For fun facts. Erdick. Did they use that in Dragon Ball? Did they actually use his name in Dragon Ball? Okay, this is level 4 magic, I think. I want to say this is level 4 magic. Yep, level 4 magic. Wow. Boy, it's amazing the things I actually do remember and the things that I can't remember. Where the hell is this shield? Okay, there's where you go back to life. There's the freaking potions. Here it is. I walked right past it and didn't even fucking see it. How do you know this? Did anybody say that they would be right back? What did I miss here? Oh, yeah, here we go. I'm so tired of these dudes saying brah, bro, etc. Like a tool. Like a tool right in there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. But you know what? Just take good care of yourself. And honestly, eventually, and I'll tell you what, I'm gonna say this every time I can. Every time I can speak to a group of guys, I'm gonna say this. Try no fap. Try no fap for a month. 28 days. And if it doesn't change you, I want you to come back here and yell at me. If you can't make it 28 days, then you might have some addictions that are hurting your life. It's on GT. What the hell's GT? It's on GT, so we don't talk about it. What the fuck is GT? Is that a network? Oh, wow, you can get the freaking copper ring in this. Wow, I don't have enough money for any of that shit, except the iron. Okay. I can get a wooden helmet. Alright, first things first. We're going to get the cap, and we're going to give that to the Y. Delicious. Then we're going to get what everybody eat for dinner. Is it dinner time? Let me see if I missed. Forget about it. That's all I gotta say. Forget about it. You really want to fix shit? Forget about it. You'll have to stay to the end if you can't freaking if you can't decipher what that Hebrew says, then you'll have to stay to the end, and I'll tell you. But all you gotta do is translate it. White rice and Salisbury steak. Did you get a freaking TV dinner, or was it actually Salisbury? Did you actually get it made from scratch? Now I'm making my mouth water, and I ate dinner. That's why I was burping deliciousness. Oh man, I want that freaking. I want all of these things, but I need freaking all kinds of gill. TV dinner. Yeah. There's a lot of sodium in TV dinners. Check your sodium content. You get too much sodium, it's going to make you freaking too alkali. You got to control your intestines. The more you win the battle in your intestines, the better you do. Yeah. I didn't make TV dinners. You remember what I used to do? I pissed your mom off because one of the things that I used to love was the rice cooker. I used to make everything in that rice cooker, and they used to both get pissed off at me. Except I spent all fucking week cleaning, washing dishes that my freaking brother never knew how to wash. He would cook one meal on the weekend and freaking use what took me a week's worth of dishes and forks and spoons and everything just to make one freaking meal. Oh my god. Anybody that cleaned up after my brother was a saint. He was a fucking slob. I'm saying that on the internet because it's the truth. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. You remember the Bespin? You remember the cantina? See if he can carry that. Well, I sure hope so. All right, here we go. Alright, let's try. Equipage. Nope. Fuck! Are you kidding me? What a waste. He don't need to be protected as much as the weaklings, though. The weaklings are the ones that need to be protected. Fuck, I need to go buy two more caps. I can't believe that even the ninja can't have the wooden helmet. The stormtroopers. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Alright, we need one more cap. Anyway, did I buy one already? No, I didn't. Okay. Who gets it? He gets it. This is awesome. These are the kind of games I like. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you how my games have evolved. Okay, I like point-and-click adventure games. I like text-heavy RPG. I like Zelda, which would be action-adventure, and I like plane simulation games. I like flight simulators. I'm not a big fan of platformers. Platformers are probably some of my least favorite video games. I do like some of them, but they are probably down there. Like, I would put RPGs well above platformers for games I wanted to play. But I don't know what it is that grabs me, because there are some RPGs that I'm just like, I can't get into this. That is way behind. Yeah, I remember having a lot of fun playing Mario Galaxy with you guys. And actually, that was my first exposure to the Wii. I worked at Target, and we were selling the Wii, and it was still pretty new then, and you guys had it. You know when I first got the Wii? I first got the Wii when I came here to North Carolina. I always wanted one, but I could never afford it when I was in California. I had a GameCube. I had a GameCube in California when everybody was playing Wii. And it wasn't until I came here that I got a Wii. And then the Wii U, part of the reason why the Wii U is my favorite Nintendo console is because it is the first Nintendo console that I ever got in the launch window. I got it probably 2 weeks after it came out. And I had a decent job that I could afford it, but I still probably shouldn't have bought it. But that Wii U was also my Netflix player. It was my YouTube player. That Wii U did things that, you know, yes, the other consoles did, but my PS3 was actually in California, and it took me until 2013 when I came out to visit you guys to go back out and get my PS3. It was stuck in storage for like 3 years. Yeah, and I still have it, but I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it. It sits there, it collects dust, and I finally cleaned the controller because I had it all the pictures of it, so I was going to put it on eBay, and that fucking controller was so nasty looking, I had to clean the shit out of that. Alright, anyway, let me see. Everybody's got their armor equipped. Everybody's full. We go I. And we're good to go. Now it's grindy time. Whoops. Two ogres with a chance to strike first. This is a huge battle, guys. I gotta get this. I gotta kill the shit out of this guy. Oh, fuck. Lightning doesn't really work too well. Fire does, though. Fire, I don't know the scientific explanation for it, but fire made it good. Chance to strike first. Come on, everybody. Shit. Fucking 3 damage, you pussy. That was terrible. 17 damage. Alright, here we go. Now we get to find out. We gotta beat on this guy real bad. We gotta beat on him. And everybody do magic on these two. Do it. That's gotta be the end of him. Damn, these things have over 100 hit points. And actually, there's a guy that I watch on Twitch that plays this game, and he fucking knows everything about this game. He's played this game so many times. I love listening to that guy. He's great to fall asleep to, and because Final Fantasy has such great music for sleeping. Damn it, he didn't freaking take any damage at all. Alright, now we gotta split him up. Gotta split him up. Kill him. It's got to be the kill. Critical hit. He's dead. There's no doubt he's dead. Okay, man. I think my favorite games are these in this order: Mario Galaxy playing as Luigi, Twilight Princess, and number 3 games is a tie: Batman: Arkham City, Beatles: Rock Band, and Modern Warfare 3. Dude, you really are retro. That's retro for you. There isn't a single game that you like from the current generation? That's all retro titles, dude. For you, that's how you would determine what you would consider retro. God, I still remember. I remember being so embarrassed when freaking. I think it was Modern Warfare 3 then. But that one level where you go into the airport and you're just freaking shooting everybody in the airport, I was like, I can't believe that they put this in a video game. Yeah, actually, I'll tell you what. I heard on a podcast last night that they're going to start charging more than $60 as a base rate for video games. I mean, they already kind of get away with doing it now because they make all these freaking DLCs. They carve out parts of the game that were already in there, and then they try to sell them to you. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Level 4. Wow, look at how many hit... Oh, my God. A's hit points went up by 111. This was a huge level raise. Alright, if everybody goes up to level 4, then we should get some magic for level 3 magic. But I still need to raise at least one more level to get level 4 magic. Because interestingly, even though we're level 4, it's it takes till level 5 to get level 4 magic. Damn. Even D's hit points went up. I'm wondering... Oh, hit points max is 82. Oh, okay. So from 56 to 82, that's still not bad. And all the other stats, like this guy, that if you watch this guy, he'll tell you what all the stats do and how they roll it and everything. And he even knows all the inner codings of the game. I'm like, wow, this guy's amazing. You know what? I tried it. I tried it here. I don't think when I'm playing an RPG on a stream, I think it's got to be an RPG I've played before. Because if it's an RPG I've never played before, I'm not very excited playing it. Because I'm either not paying attention to it and I can't get into it, or I need to be handheld to walk through it to try to get through it. And that's not the way I like to play RPGs. I like to focus on them, and the fact that I can play this and do what I do is because, I think, I've played this so many times. There's so many different combinations of playing this game too. You can do 4 fighters, and that one's... I mean, it sounds easy, but it's really tough because you got to raise a lot of money. Because all the fighters' gear is the most expensive shit. Oh shit! It may be my first. It may be my first poison. I hate poison. I hate being poisoned. These things actually do not give you very many... Ah, shit. These things do not give you a lot of experience or gold. They're probably better to run away from, but the problem with running away... Oh, shit. No poison, no poison, no poison, no poison. Damn it. Ah! It's alright, I got one pure. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I don't know why I've never been in... And that's weird, because technically that is an RPG. It's like an action RPG, and I can't get into that game. I just can't get into that game. I've tried. I just can't get into it. Oh, fuck. No poisons. No more poisons. That girl is poison. 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 Oh, fuck. Boy, did I do that wrong. What a waste of magic. Ugh. N sucks. I'll tell you what, man. N is not good. I'm wondering if Thief is better with his bare hands. Are you gonna get a Switch? Are you gonna get a Nintendo Switch? I think you'll like the Switch Pokemon. Maybe I can play with you. I don't think I'll get it, Josh. I've taken too many chances on buying Pokemon games and really not enjoyed them. Like, every time I buy a Pokemon game, I'm like, alright, maybe I'll get into this one. Maybe I'll like this. And every time I'm just like, I can't get into this. It's just not, I don't know. I don't know why. I just can't get into it. See, we like what we like and we don't like what we don't like. And eventually things will change. You know, I'm sure, because I'm going to tell you, I'm starting to not like some things that I used to like. Like, I realize how important it is to expand my brain. I used to hate reading. When I was a kid, I hated to read. That's why I was so envious of the way that your kids were raised. I'm so proud of you guys for that. You were raised very well. Yo, where the hell did you go, man? Oh, God, it's gonna kill me. I do now. But it wasn't until my mid-20s that I started to read. Actually, no. It was probably like 22. I started to read when I was 22. Before I was 22, I freaking never read. But I'm going to tell you what I do not like. Now, I did finally, Mom and I were talking, and we got the Audible version of Contact, the novel. I mean, I guess so. Maybe it's early. But I mean, it's, You guys want to hear what the lute sounds like? Aw. It's the later one, I think, that actually plays the lute. I can't remember. Is it select? Yeah, it's select, alright. Oops, I did that wrong. That's awesome, man. And actually, my nephew, that's when they started reading. Those kids love books. I don't know, does Johnny like to read? I mean, does whatever, you know, does the other Jay in the family like to read? Might get a Switch for your birthday. Alright, yo. Do you know how much it costs to get one game and a Nintendo Switch? You want the God's honest truth? You want the God's honest truth on hashtag the Nintendo compromise? I would wait. I would wait until the price comes down to where it includes a video game for $300. That's my honest opinion. I think paying $360 plus plus tax, I think is a little steep for the Switch. God's honest truth. You gotta remember to put the capital letters in the separate words. I'll tell you, it makes a big difference. Because it's really hard for me to... I'm like, God Shones is? Yeah, I would wait. And I'm going to tell you that I think the game system to still get a hold of right now for like super cheap is another Wii U. And I know you guys have one, and I know it was broken, but you can play so much good stuff on the Wii U for like $100, $150 less. You can pick up a used Wii U from Nintendo right now for like $175. And it comes with Nintendo Land, which is a great game. And then you can buy a used copy of Breath of the Wild for like $40. Maybe even less than that if you really do some searching. I wouldn't go to GameStop for either one of those things. I'm telling you, I think your parents would be excited to hear that, like, oh my God, thank God he doesn't want a brand new console and he can get a used one, and just take better care of it. Just take better care of it than you guys did. No. I mean, you probably can. You probably can on eBay, but I wouldn't trust it, dude. 99 times out of 100, when you buy just a gamepad, it doesn't freaking work. It's been refurbished or something like that, and it doesn't work right. I would just go get it and get it from Nintendo. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not the end all be all, but if you buy just a gamepad, it's more likely you're going to get a broken one. It's more likely. But if you go to Nintendo's.com, their online store, you get an additional year warranty on the refurbished one, and you'll get it for. I mean, they had a sale on it twice for like $175. That's fucking half. That's half of what it costs to get a Nintendo Switch. That's half. And if you get a Nintendo Switch right now, I hate to tell you this, but your sisters will break. Your sisters and your brother will break that shit. At least if you get a Wii U, you've got a better chance of not breaking it. And you've got hundreds. Are you hearing me? You've got hundreds of games that you can play right now on that Wii U. If you get it before they close the Nintendo eShop, before they close down the Wii eShop, like the Wii Shop, WII Shop, if you get that, you have access to every virtual console game that was on Wii. You have the entire Wii library to go through. That's already like over 1,000 games right there. Then you've got like about 70 mainstream Wii U titles. More than that, but I mean, honestly, like, they're not all that good. It's kind of like the Wii. Like the Wii, there's a lot of crap games on the Wii. But I'll tell you that there's easily over 100 really good games that you can get for less than $30 on Wii. Like for the same $300, you could probably get a Wii U. You could probably get a Wii U and like 6 games for the same $300. You could have 6 games to play. And 6 different games to play and a Wii U. But you've got to take care of it, man. None of these consoles are made to take the abuse that these things take. But if you get a Switch, I promise you, because of the way they make these things slide in and out, your siblings will break this shit. And when they break this shit, it doesn't work because it won't charge. If it doesn't click in there right, it won't charge right. This thing is not durable at all. The 3DS is more durable than this, and you've already broken the 3DS. I gave you a damn 3DS and it got broken. But this thing, I don't trust the integrity of this at all. And that freaking that tablet screen, no way. No way. That thing needs to be encased in like rubber. But see, I highly recommend phone cases. Like, I don't think you should ever have a phone without a freaking OtterBox phone case. I know. I said use. I'm pretty sure I said use. I didn't mean you specifically. I can't believe it didn't even last a week. It didn't even last a week. Look at this. I'm going to get poisoned right off the bat. Watch this. I didn't pay attention to what they gave me, but I'm running away from this motherfucker. I'm not. See, this is why. Like, I am not just saying this when I say the Wii U, in my opinion, is Nintendo's best console. That's still my opinion, and you could take that with a grain of salt. But I'm telling you, as a 30-plus year Nintendo player, Nintendo, owner, and somebody who has spent a great deal of money on Wii U, I have had their portable consoles as well. I still think if you add up all the things that your Wii U can do, if you add all of those things together, it is the best console that you can have. Because if you take care of it, you've got Netflix, you've got an internet browser, you've got, well, you used to have a chat thing in it, but they got rid of that. If you get the digital games, you've got NES, Super NES, TurboGrafx, Game Boy Advance. You've got like 5-6 different consoles on Virtual Console with tons of games on there. You've got Wii full backwards compatibility. Trust me, it's a damn... Uh-oh. How did that happen? How the hell did that happen? I wonder if that happened to anybody else. Another one of these damn kids jumped in front of my car again. Stella! Another one of these damn kids jumped in front of my car. Hey, what's going on? I got all 13 of them all lined up straight, slicked back. Did you stream again? You were streaming some Halo earlier, right? Dude, how many subscribers do you have now? Are you over 400 already? Oh shit, I don't know if I should have gone this far. Crap. I am going to hit I. Oh shit. No. Everybody focus on the freaking ogre. 377. That's amazing. Did you see Little Monsters got like 512 already? And that may be more already. Like, I know that subscribers is not the end all be all. Okay. I know subscribers is not, because subscribers don't mean a fucking thing if nobody's watching. And at this point, I still say that the central irony of my channel is I would love for all of my younger viewers to have so many things to do outside of the house that you wouldn't have time to come back here and watch. All right, we need to do this right. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm wondering if I should remove his weapon. I wonder if he hits better with his bare hands, because he sucks with a weapon. That thief sucks. Alright, I'm going here, and we're going to do magic fire on this guy. Alright, doing it. Hey, what's going on? I saw it go up to 6. Sir, how are you, sir? Hey, you know what? I've got to watch some more of your videos. But how are you, Patch? Welcome. Did you ever play Final Fantasy? You said you play games, but I think you ended up having to leave before you told me what games you played. You're about my age. A little bit older, just a hair. This is the original. I don't think there's any sisters here. Honestly, I don't think there's any sisters here at all. Nice. Oh, I have one Breath of Fire game for Wii U. That I downloaded from the Virtual Console, and I still have never even played that game. And obviously I have all the emulators and everything. I've never tried Breath of Fire. I like RPGs. I was just telling my nephew's in here. I was just telling him, I actually, personally, and this is just my opinion, I actually like RPGs more than I like platformers. Like, if you were to compare, like, Dragon Warrior and Final Fantasy with Super Mario, I mean, I know that this sounds like blasphemy on a Nintendo stream, but I honestly like these. I think these games were a better value for me. As a kid, I used to play the shit out of Dragon Warrior. I used to play Final Fantasy like it was going out of style. I think I better save state, though. That was the one thing we couldn't do as kids. Oh God, when the power would go out, especially if you're playing like Ninja. We used to call it. You're from New York originally, because we used to call it Ninja Gaiden and Super Mario. And I got so much shit when I went to freaking college. When I was on radio and I went to college, I got more shit for saying Super Mario Brothers. I still get shit for that, but I don't say Mario anymore. I learned when I went out to California that it's Mario. Super Mario. And everybody would make fun of me, and they're like, he says it himself. And I'm just like, yeah, well, I'm from a land before video games could talk. Like, I think the first talking video game that we ever played that was, like, actually talking where you could hear it was John Madden Sports Talk Football for Sega Genesis. I play Path of Exile a lot, and SW. Okay, Star Wars: The Old Republic. If Becky shows up in here, Becky's deep into that game right now, playing as somebody. I don't know. She was saying she was trying to level some kind of thing, and she's a 36 or whatever. But if it's anything, if it's anything like World of Warcraft, I know that game takes all your life. You know, it's like takes you days and days to raise levels in it. And it, you know, that's not entirely I don't know. I mean, honestly, there's so many beautiful things to do outside of my house that I just can't spend days and days in. Except, like, when Breath of the Wild came out, I played that shit like it was going out of style. All right. Who's this Monday man? Oh, this is probably one of the coolest. This is probably one of the coolest new YouTubers that I know. And he's fantastic. But I do need to learn. I'm pushing 70 on a few classes. All right, so I think I was told yesterday, and I've never even tried this game, and I love Star Wars, so I mean, you'd think I would give it a try. But I was told the other day that I think she told me that the max level is 80. Is it 80 or 70? All right, get rid of these freaking werewolves, because the werewolves are the ones that freaking poison you. Click his channel. Click his channel. I think you can you do that from the... Oh shit. Alright, I don't know if I can do that. Oh, 70s max? Okay. Alright. You know what? You had this video that I clicked it and I really wanted to watch it because you were talking about Boogie 2988. So honestly, I would have never started making public videos on YouTube if it wasn't for Boogie 2988. And I really need to go back and watch that because you were talking about Boogie's weight loss, gastric bypass surgery. And honestly, I'm going to click the 3 button. Yeah, I've got it disabled. I'm viewing it on my phone. Yeah, the 3 button thing to the right of my name. Yeah, there you go. I could do it. And yeah, give it a watch. I mean, except that my nephew is 15. Except your grandpa is ex-Special Forces, right? What is he, Special Forces? Was he a Marine or a Navy SEAL? He was either Special Force Marine or he was a Navy SEAL, and I can't remember which, in Vietnam. Oh, Joshua, help me. Was he a Navy SEAL or was he Special Forces? I can't remember. I forgot about the delay. I've turned the delay on so you guys can DVR it back to the beginning. I know I can go low latency so I can talk to you guys more, but I think people do prefer the ability to DVR backwards. Oh shit, he's poisoned. Oh, he's such a weakling. I don't know if you really remember this Final Fantasy. You said you have them all. Is the thief better barehanded? Because he fucking sucks with this sword, man. He sucks. He's got a better sword, what I thought was a better sword than the one you start with, and yet he is sucking real bad. I don't remember if Cure doesn't work. I'm going lit. I gotta kill something else. I know he was in Vietnam. I'm asking, what branch was he? It took you that long to say what branch? And actually, Man Who Refused to Die was also a wrestler. He did online DJ. And I would love if everybody in here would give his channel a click, a watch, and if you like it, a subscribe. Click, a watch, a like, and if you like it enough, you subscribe. Because this guy is a freaking awesome. And I saw that you were a guest on another guy, Truth, and I can't wait He was an arm. What? What? That's not correct. Your grandpa. Your grandpa was an army paratrooper. I thought he was freaking special. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I'll be damned. What's the green armies are Green Beret, right? I thought he was one of the higher ups. He was the only yeah, okay. Okay. Army is Green Berets, right? Wasn't he a Green Beret? The only reason I'm asking is because, yeah, when anybody went through in Vietnam, I wouldn't wish on anybody. Oh shit! Now I got 2 people poisoned. Fucking Y's only got 27. Anyway, I think everybody's since moved on. But thank you for stopping by. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you, anybody, for stopping by. Even if it's just for the day. Oh my god, everybody's poisoned and near death. Except for A. You know what really upsets me about this game? Not being able to frickin' parry, like defend. You can even defend in the original Dragon Warrior, not the original NES, which came out like 2 years later, I think. This game came out 2 or 3 years later. This was like 1990, I think this came out. No, I think this one was still 87, 88. God, I can't remember. I remember in 1986 when the Challenger blew up, and I remember the year after that, I was playing this game. Maybe 2 years after that. I might have been 2 years after. I don't remember. Who the hell knows these things? People that look it up on Google. Definitely Kmart. Nothing. Shit. He's got to do this. Josh's mom says, as a daughter, he's completely done. So that game we're playing tonight. We're playing Final Fantasy. They're up to Final Fantasy 15 or something now. I think they just did a Final Fantasy 15. This is the original Final Fantasy. I can't believe these things are still hanging in there. You're rotten. You're rotten, nephew. Don't you call me rotten. You're a son of... You're rotten, spoiled rotten. Go do a handstand in the corner right now. That's it. Handstand in the corner for calling your uncle rotten. Don't disrespect me. Handstand in the corner right now. Josh, he thinks it's you. He thinks it's you. He thinks it's you. Who the hell am I talking to? He thinks it's you. What the hell was that movie? Mr. Deeds, from Mr. Deeds. He thinks it's you. Booyah! But Josh still trying to do a handstand. Good. Do a handstand facing the corner. Ah, jeez. Ah, jeez. Well, then I guess I am pretty rotten. When the hell are you going to call me back? We're supposed to have a freaking conversation with all the kids. You're supposed to set up a time with me. I'm supposed to talk to my nieces. I didn't even get the opportunity to talk to everybody. And this is called Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is... Oh boy, somebody's poisoned. I understand. I understand. Life, that is what life does. Keeps us busy. Tell me to shut up. This is my stream. I can boot you right now. I can boot you right now. It's my stream. I have the authority here. Don't tell me to shut up. I'm live streaming, but if I shut up, it's not good television. Oh, I think I'm almost... Oh, fuck. Before I bought that shit, I almost had enough to buy myself a weapon, which I really need. Weaklings need better weapons. Except this guy. I need to find out if the thief is better barehanded. I'm gonna look that shit up real quick. Did I close that damn thing? I think I did. I did, Ollie. I did. Alright, let's see. Is thief... T-H-I-E. Damn dyslexia. Is thief better? No weapon. Final Fantasy. Yes. The thief. The thief, the thief, the thief. Makes it easier to go into a dungeon if you're not ready for it. Run from all the battles and steal. That's not right. The Final Fantasy 1 doesn't give you the option to steal. Had to run. I think it's bought weapons and armor. No. What the hell are you talking about? Alright, the thief starts with 30. See this SCIMTAR. Critical. Price 200. Damn. Wow, this is helpful. I'm going to put this in my friggin' favorites. That is actually really helpful. I'm keeping that whole thing. This reminds you of Zelda? Actually, this is more like, let me think. What was that game? Oh my god, Ultima. Did you ever play Ultima or Hydlide? Oh, Hydlide is such an awful game, and they seriously ripped off the Indiana Jones theme in Hydlide. God, that guy just about died. He just about didn't make it. Alright, go to Pures. Alright, they are no longer poisoned. I gotta switch their order. A-N-D-Y, there it is, okay. And actually, interestingly enough, in the later version of this game, this is the Elf Kingdom. So this is, and one of the graves in the later version of this game actually says, "Here lies Link." Except that this game was made by, I think this was before the two companies merged, and I don't think it was called. I don't know if this was. Yeah, this is Square. Then Square in the Super NES era became Square Soft, and then Enix. Where did Enix start? I can't remember. I think Enix was more computer games. Shit. Oh, that's weird. What the hell did I do to my friggin' pointer? I did something very strange to my pointer. Okay. Buy some stronger weapons, la la. Oh, wait, can he have the nunchucks? Actually, I think the nunchucks. All right, give me back my nephew so I can tell him how rotten he is. Okay, so the thief cannot use the nunchuck. That saves me money. Let's see, price 175, 5.5 crit. No, the skimter or whatever. Alright, I want to hold out for the saber. I want to hold out for the saber because it gives me more, and it's more gooder. Let's see. Huh. Alright, wait a minute. Armor usable by thieves. Alright, so do I... it looks like I can get that somewhere else. Damn, what the hell weapon do I give this guy? He's such a freaking shitty fighter. Excellent and cheap weapon for your thief. Well, the hell it is. Okay, wait a minute. Let's go to upgrades to ninja. Let me go back. Compare thief to other classes. Alright, type classes. Hold on a second, I'm looking at shit. Black belt to master. White mage, white wizard. I want to look at the friggin' red mage, please. How do I go to the red mage? There he is. Oh, red mage. Okay. Weapons usable. He needs... Damn, they all need sabers. Short sword. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what I want to go get for him. Wow. Saber. Okay, we want to get the saber for him. Ah, shit. I gotta sell something to get it. And the information's changed in the phone and lost my number. What? I did the handstand. Good. Even though it wasn't you that called me rotten. Okay, wait a minute. I'm not gonna friggin... So wait a minute, what was this? And the information's I changed phones and lost number. Maybe, okay. Alright, hold on one second. Why didn't I hear that? What? Hold on a second. I need to... Alright, guys. We need to take a pause here. I need to take a pause. I'm gonna go I. If you guys leave, I understand. We're having some issues.
All the ones in Afghanistan and all the Gold Star families out there. So our sympathies are with you, and we so appreciate the work, what all your children have done, and all of the other people who are still there right now fighting. And hopefully none of them have been involved in this attack. I have not heard that any Americans involved, but again, thank you for reminding us about all the American soldiers over there and their families who are here, worried about them. Archaic Trance, thank you as well for supporting like that. Archaic Trance says, RSB and Rocks, love you all. Let's try to get some more information for you guys about this. Albo breaking news is hearing that Afghan soldiers have been killed. But I can't confirm that. But Albo breaking news posted something about that. Hababor says, I believe Hababor is there, and he says, still sporadic gunfiring is heard in Comber Square, but we can't able to go forward. Kabul. If you hear anything new about just give me a shout on Twitter at Lookner, at LOOKNER, so I can share it with our audience. I want to edit the title real quick and put Kabul in the title. People are searching for that. Sorry, I just had to adjust the title real quick. On YouTube, at least. Alright, that's done. Better. So as far as we're aware, this is ongoing, this attack. It is ongoing. So I'm just checking some different sources here, seeing if there's anything new on this. I'm guessing one of the reasons we're not getting much new information is that we've seen reports that the whole area has been cordoned off. So it's not like, journalists or citizens can walk up there and start taking video and stuff. It's a bit different from the Save the Children attack, Save the Children office attack in Jalalabad. When that Save the Children office was attacked, we saw some crazy video of Afghan soldiers shooting at the terrorists, and the terrorists shooting back, and there were people with cameras very close to the scene. I haven't seen that kind of video yet from this attack. Speaking of the recent attacks in Afghanistan, I Stand With Trump just sent me this photo he wanted to show, which is a tweet from Wais Barzaki, and it says, a man reacts after hearing his son was killed during a car bomb attack in Kabul, same city, just a couple days ago, just a few days ago that happened. I think maybe 3 days ago. Now this, and we had that attack on the Intercontinental Hotel 9 days ago in Kabul. And it's interesting, I just saw somebody tweet about this and they made an interesting point. They were talking about how terrorists are getting into the most secure areas of Afghanistan. So we had, 9 days ago, there was an attack on the Intercontinental Hotel in Kabul where there's a lot of security there. A lot of foreigners stay there. And so it's supposed to be a secure place. And then this is an attack on a military academy, which you think was a secure place. So they're really showing that they can get into these, supposedly secure facilities. And, if it's, that would be a way, if what they're trying to do by doing this is to undermine the government and suggest the government can't keep citizens safe, a way to do that would be to carry out attacks in the most secure of places to send a message to the populace that the government can't keep you safe. I I'm just speculation, but I've seen some reporting which suggests that the attacks, I think the 2 previous ones in Kabul in the last 9 days were claimed by the Taliban, but perhaps they're doing this to undermine the government, weaken the government by showing people that the government can't keep them safe. Okay, so Tolo News just posted this. I'll show you the Bing translation. The state minister, the spokesman for the Ministry of Defense, said that 4 Top Striker is one of the 111 on the cult of Kandak, closed Marshall University have attacked, and discerning the conflict now is also continuing. He did not give details about casualties. So it looks like what it said is maybe that there were 4 attackers and that the attack is still ongoing. That might be what's being said there. Kind of hard to figure it out. I'm sure the translation is not exactly correct. Let me check another thing real quick. Now this is somebody who is an individual who says they're reporting from Afghanistan. I have no idea. This could be just made up. This person, Kawaja Shekeb, says credible source tells me that 8 insurgent injured and one is down. Who knows? Before we heard somebody say there were 3 attackers and 2 are killed. We just don't know right now. Oh, I Stand With Trump sent me this. Another report. This report from Esmatullah Koshar. He is a reporter. He says at least 4 attackers are involved in the armed attack on the university. Sources say at least a half of the attackers are down. If you see any stuff out there, give me a shout on Twitter, @Lookner on Twitter. If you see any new updates that we haven't talked about yet. Jamie Pantastico writes in our viewer, "Hi Steve, don't we have a military base near that facility? 111th Division, just wondering. Love the live streams." A good question, Jamie. Let me see if I can find anything. We might. I'm not seeing anything here. When I Google it, doesn't mean it's not true. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I just Googled it real quick. Nothing came up, but I don't know. Okay. This is an update here from Tolo News in Afghanistan. They report one of the insurgents involved in the attack on the military academy has been arrested by security forces, according to military sources. One of the attackers has been arrested. So that's a positive development. So one attacker has been arrested. Not killed, arrested. It's interesting that he wasn't killed. You'd think if he was wearing a suicide vest or something, he might have just blown himself up, but he has been arrested. This is from S. Matula Koshar. The attack is ongoing on a military unit adjacent to Marshal Fahim's university. Now, I wonder, is it possible that the attackers didn't get into the university as far as they wanted to, and then they moved on to this military unit next to the university? Don't know. Pekka Hekinen sent me this from Afghanistan's Ariana News. Ariana News in Afghanistan says 5 attacks.
Testing, testing, testing. Sorry about that. Who's still here? Hi. Just got home from your uncle's house. Which emulators did you take with you? You said you were going to take emulators. Alright, I'm just shy of what I needed for a saber. Exit. Oh my god. I almost walked out of there. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I actually caught the stream, but it was super late. You're playing your MMO stuff. Actually, there was a man that came in here earlier that plays Star Wars: The Old Republic, and he was saying the max level is 70, and he's got a few characters that are at level 70. So you didn't do any emulators, huh? No emulators. You said you were going to do emulators. Look at don't get poisoned, damn it. If you get poisoned, I'm freaking quitting. Fuck you. Oh my god, Monster Strike first again. You know what? Kiss my ass. Holy shit! What is it, like stuck on this now? Because I'll be damned. Petted your uncle's cats. Oh, come on, man! What are you missing for? There you go. 21's pretty good. Oof. Alright, I need to really quickly look up and see if I should just freaking buy him a... Oh. I need to see who I'm buying what here. You have to charge your phone. Text me when you restart. Okay. Alright, hold on. I gotta text my nephew real quick. Oh, they're declawed? Yeah, actually, we have our cats all declawed in the front, and I'm sorry. I'm from the old school. I'm from the old school. And in the old school, it's not bad for cats. I have cats that live for freaking 20 years, 18 years, 16 years. You know what's bad for cats, in my opinion? Letting them outside. They're much more likely to die young if they're let outside than if you clip their nails. Yep. It's time for grindy, grindy. I need money. I need the money for the swords and armor. Yeah, 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 yeah. What I really need. What we've got here is failure to communicate. So what else did you... Alright, so you pet the cats. What'd you eat for dinner? Did you eat dinner yet? Oh, it's early there, isn't it? 11, 10, 9, 8. 8 o'clock. Did you eat dinner? I'm getting hungry. I ate dinner. I gotta start eating dinner a little later. Boy, this freaking spider's taking a hell of a long time to kill. And it ain't worth it either. I just poisoned myself for a freaking spider. Oh, that's not bad. 50 gold. That's not too bad. That's not too shabby. Chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. Oh boy, that's a lot of carbs. It's a lot of carbs, but that's alright. I used to... Oh my god, you know how embarrassing this is? I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but when McDonald's used to do the two 20-piece chicken McNuggets for $2.22, you used to be able to get two 20-piece chicken nuggets for $2.22. That's 40 freaking chicken nuggets. I used to eat all 40 chicken nuggets myself. And my mouth is still watering, and that shit doesn't even taste like food anymore. And actually, I've heard some pretty disgusting things about McDonald's food, so I will never eat McDonald's again. I will never eat McDonald's again. I mean, I probably wouldn't have anyway. It's been more than 2 years since I've even had McDonald's, but McDonald's just smells like chemicals to me. But actual chicken nuggets still shouldn't be breaded. If you can manage to get the chicken nugget with no breading, that would be ideal. Just cut up a chicken breast, you know, just cut up a chicken breast and dunk the nuggets. Use a fork and dunk it. I understand though, breading is, everybody's addicted to breading. It's a serious addiction. Okay, so we got the gray wolf and the other wolves. What I really need is fire too. That's what I really need. I should probably forego everything else, all the swords and stuff, and buy fire too. Foster's Farm chicken nuggets are decent. Yeah. Actually, I used to buy... What the hell is on? See, we have Food Lion here, and I think where you are in San Diego, they have... what the hell is that thing called? What's that called in San Diego? Ralph's and... What the hell's the other one? Vons? Is it Vons and Ralph's are the two big grocery chains in California? I don't know if they're all the way down in San Diego, but Ralph's is pretty much friggin' everywhere in California. Albertsons was another one. I don't know if Albertsons merged with somebody else, but it was Albertsons merged with Kroger in a lot of places. I need to get rid of that gray wolf. I need some water. You're back. What's better than foster fruit? I don't know. Maybe nothing. Maybe something. What's going on? Oh yeah, no, I just had to clear up some stuff. That's all. All taken care of. All good in the hood. It's all good in the hood. All right, so I gotta ask a very personal question, but it's not too bad. Since you've been homeschooled, wait a minute. Did you ever go to a regular school? Or have you been homeschooled your whole schooling so far? I'll tell you what. I wouldn't. If I had children, I would be terrified if they were in school for a lot of reasons, more than just their safety. I would think that they would be indoctrinated by some of the most secular, disgusting anti-facts that I would much rather pray that my kids were well adjusted in some kind of charter school or private school or home school. Okay, you went to normal school. I don't know if I asked you this question. I think I may have. This is that grindy grind stuff. Was special ed most of the time? Yeah. And, I think when I was still on Discord, I don't really use it anymore. Oh, fuck! This is what I wanted to fight, but not when it strikes first. Alright, we're just gonna bomb on this thing. I'm not even using magic. I'm just gonna bomb on it. That was a waste. He should probably use fire. I think he's going to use... Oh, wow, I like that. He only took 1 damage? What a waste. Oh, 14, that's a good hit, D. 6 is a wuss hit. That's terrible. That's a good hit, though. 28, that's good. Good. That's good. Alright, let's see. Nope, you just keep bombing, man. You're doing good. And you use the fire. What was I saying about Discord? Something, Discord, something. I think Discord may be dangerous for children. I think Discord may be a dangerous app for children. I think it's giving kids too much access to a group chat. I don't like it. But I think that a well-adjusted adult can probably moderate Discord. That's the problem. I'm always finding problems, and instead we need solutions. Small minds talk about things. Medium minds talk about events. And large minds talk about ideas. We need to be discussing more ideas, more solutions. We need to be the big minds. We need to be the thinkers, the doers, the believers. We need to be the change that we want to see. Saber, can I afford it? Oh god, that silver sword. Oh, that silver sword. Alright, who gets the saber? Hold on, I need to look. Saber has 13. Red Mage loses utility. Later on, the downside is that Red Mage quickly uses utility. But all the same except Nuke, they can't use Nuke. Magic defense. Alright, so we got the saber. The saber is the best weapon for the thief until you get the mystic key. Alright, excellent. I'm so glad I had this walkthrough here. Alright, so we give the sabre, the sabre, to the thief. And then we switch everything else around, and we switcheroo, and it looks skiddy-doo. Go back here, switch around with a switcheroo, and we've got this Skimtar. Skimtar is an excellent weapon and cheap for red mages until you get the short sword. However, in Elfland, so if you have a lot of money, don't hesitate to skip right to the saber. Doesn't apply to the... Who will get an extra attack with the short sword? Wow. Hold on. Wow. Where's the short sword? How much is the short sword going to cost me? I need to look that shit up. I need to know how much a short sword costs. Short sword, please. Help me, please, with the short sword, please. Short sword. The short sword is the most powerful weapon since the only one better is the... Okay. This sword is a no-brainer for red mages, but the hand axe offers more damage at the same price for the fighter. However, the short sword's extra 5 hit rate will grant the fighter an extra attack. If you can't wait until the marsh cave, you're... Alright, we're going back. We're going back. We're going to take a sail skidoo. We're going 23 skidoo on a sailing voyage. I'm going on a fantastic voyage. I need to... No! I can't afford it anyway. Exit. Okay. Alright, so now we go weapon, and we equip... Wait a minute. Trade it first. And equip it. And then you take this... No, idiot. Oh, jeez. I think we can give... Yeah, we give it to him. Hold on, let me see if he can keep it. Oh, good. Alright, so now we're good. Now we're good. I'm good. I'll back that thing up, load it up the stairs. I'm good, I says. I'm good. I went down the friggin' Jersey Turnpike, didn't stop for any of the tolls. Flying. I'm good. I drive trucks. I just made a paper joke. It was terrible. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Alright, hold on. What time is it? It's too... Damn it, it's too late for me to drink tea. If I drink tea, I'll be jittery. Teas would keep me up all friggin' night. Just a won't. Just drink it. That's high quality H2O. Alright, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I need to look at armor real quick. While I'm still here, I need to look at armor. Okay, looking at armor, looking at armor, looking at armor. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Sorry. She's got hepatitis. Oh, sorry. Alright, iron hammer, iron nunchuck, and then a lock. Words, 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 words. Looking at the words, 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 words in the walk through. Look at them words, words at the armor shop. I am looking. What's the best? Alright, the chainmail, the fighter, the red mage. Oh, the red mage can have chainmail? Red mage can have chainmail. How about iron? Okay, we'll look at chainmail. Chain armor is better for fighter and red mage within 15 absorb, but it will negate monsters' attacks early in the game. It's effective enough to keep your red mage safe, even if you put him in the second slot. Son of a bitch! I should have put him in the second slot because he is. He's stronger than the freaking. Now it's gonna be ADNY. ADNY. That's what I was starting to think. All right. So what do we give? What do we give to other people? Compare. and we're gonna take a shit. Going to armor. Who's got the chainmail? All right, he's got it. Oh, they both have it. Okay. All right. So now, unfortunately, I should have known this. Now, I don't think you can rename them either. Like, I think it's the later Final Fantasies that you rename them. I think we finally scared, not scared, but I think that he was finally woken up to the fact that there are consequences. There are real-world consequences to doing the things that people do. Oh shit! I should have saved. I mean, I should have healed. But I mean, honestly, that's the chat from now on stays right there. What did you do all day? Oh boy, I had a good day, but I was basically backing up a lot of stuff on my computer. Oh, that is a chore. But it was such a pleasant experience because of what I was backing up. Hey, you are back. All right, welcome back. We got all the heavy hitters here. We got all the heavy hitters up in this piece right now. You're gonna take this guy out, and you're gonna help him, and you're gonna use your... Oh, fuck, I ain't got no magic. I ain't got no magic. No magic. I got no magic. You don't like fried chicken? I like baked chicken. Baked chicken. Actually, your mother makes some pretty good baked chicken. I remember that a long time ago. When I first met your mother, you weren't even born yet. When I first met your mother, she ran my brother over with the car. It was great. It was great. She ran him over with the car. It was just his foot, but she ran his ass over. And she made... My father was still alive. See, my father, if he was still alive now... Anyway. I wonder if Dad would... I mean, he'd have to be the way Dad was in his 60s. But if Dad was still alive right now, I'd love to... Mom and I say that all the time. We would love to get his take on the current political climate. Because Dad was... He was very political. My father actually was going to run for governor. Or mayor. He was going to run for mayor. And he had another good friend of his that was really political. And actually, Dad... I'm not going to tell that story because it's... I think that it directs traffic my way. And because of that... But anyway, Dad was kind of connected. Chocolate chip cookies. Damn, dude. Put the equation together. Here's the thing. The only thing I'm going to tell you, and I don't know if you're aware of this, if you want to stay on the airplane, don't eat. Because as soon as you eat, it brings you to your final descent. That's the only problem with eating. Is it counteracts it, but I understand, man. I understand. You need a good but I'll tell you that's not the best way to stay lean and mean. I have no idea what you look like, dude. I have no idea what you look like. I mean, like, I try to put these faces with people's names, and I've talked to you for as long as I've talked to you, but I have no idea what you look like. I'm just like thinking, like, okay, his father's Spanish, his mother's from the Ukraine. He's probably like maybe like olive complected, and you know, I'm considering you probably had black hair, but that could be wrong. And then I'm thinking, I don't know. I just assume because your parents were from a different country that you're not a overweight American, like, even though you've been in this country. But I mean, honestly, overweight in America is now an epidemic. Being overweight in America is now an epidemic, and I don't agree with the former first male. I don't agree with the former first male about how you fix that problem, because the former first male, it's you don't fix health with socialism. It doesn't fix anything. First male and friggin' socialism. I mean, honestly, I don't agree. I don't agree that that's how you make people more healthy. Soon will be part 7. Okay. True. I got one about Got one on the runway, about to take on. There you go. There you go. Not olive skinned. I'd say my father is hair. Okay. Hair is more brown, not like dark brown. Okay. Yep, see that? I'm telling you. I'm telling you, Europeans seem to laugh at us. Actually, I mean, technically, I could be. Obesity is America's current pastime. Oh shit. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. That's funny. America's pastime, obesity. Oh, that's a shame. And honestly, it's not really a laughing matter, but it's, you know, it's because the real question is how long you want to live. You know, like, I know that there's a lot of good reasons why people are like, yo, it don't fucking matter, I might as well just enjoy myself every day. I want to run this bitch out as long as I can, because I got a lot of people I want to help. There's a lot of people I want to help, and I need to stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I'm working on the middle one. I'm working on the middle one. You also have 3 legs? Well, there you go. There you go. I'm not bragging, but I am huge. I'm not bragging, but yo, I'm huge. I'm not bragging, but it's kind of like a kickstand. We should change the flag to a big bowl of mac and cheese and no stars and stripes, and we have burger and fries. A burger and fries is stripes, stars and stripes. No, there's stripes. Okay, so burger fries. That's terrible. I have a hard question. Without religion. I have a hard question. Without religion. How do you lead a life that's not just YOLO? Okay, I'm going to take this, and then I would love to hear some more comments. Alright, I'm going to take this one, because I'm going to take the lead here. If you're talking about without religion from the standpoint of without somebody ramming something down your throat, you need to find a spirituality that works for you. However, it works for you from the standpoint of authority. You need to find some kind of spirituality that helps you realize that there are things that you should do, there are things that you shouldn't do. You need a good moral compass. And I do believe that people can do that in the beginning without having a defined faith, except with no faith at all. Oh man, did I save that one thing? Because I'm not going to get that right, and I want to not do this wrong. Would this be in downloads? Because I spent so much of today downloading, and I saw one of the best quotes. Oh, what did I do with it? I've got to find this. Shit! I don't think I have it. Okay. Basically, the problem is not guns. The problem is school without discipline. No. Homes without disciplines. Homes without discipline. School without... Oh, I can't remember it. But basically, the point is that you need some kind of God in your life. You need something that is bigger than you, otherwise you will become incredibly selfish. If you don't have a higher purpose other than yourself, then unfortunately the biggest issue that will come is that you will make you the center of your universe. Like, one of the things that I told my niece when I was training her is I was just like, you know what my goal is? My goal is to help you unlock your potential. Why? I kept asking her, don't forget why, and then she would say, so that I do good in school, so that I do this, so that I do this. I'm like, no. So that you help others. The best thing I can teach you, if I'm going to teach you anything, is how to unlock your potential so you can help other people. Let's say for some people that's achievable. Okay. Burgers has the stars and fries has the stripes. There you go. America can't run a mile, but sure as hell can eat it. Run to the ice cream truck. You've seen a deeper game than The Last of Us. Very emotional. Yeah, no, that actually is a pretty amazing game. Holy shit. I got a dead guy here. Fuck. I should have been paying better attention here. Why the hell can't he run? What the hell's this can't run shit? What is he, paralyzed? What the frig are you fighting for? Damn it! You know what? Oh, I can't. I gotta run. I gotta make it out of here. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, now get the hell out of here. I'll admit I'm obese. But I can still walk, talk normally. Yes, I have a gut. But I can still take care of myself. Eat a little better. No soda, that's good. And so I don't become one of those... What's the fat show? Oh, there's a show called My 600-Pound Life. My lord. And you know, here's where we really fail those people. Where we really fail those people, yes, I was way overweight. And I'm not the freaking bearer of here's all the things you need to do and you'll be da-da-da-da-da. I mean, there's still plenty of shit that I gotta get better. But the one thing I will say is that stop telling somebody that weighs 600 pounds you're doing everything okay. Like, everything is fine. Like, yes, you gotta love on people, but you've also gotta be like, yo, you wanna live, dude. You want to live, and there's a lot of reasons to want to live. Just get back to a place where you want to live. Is it weird that I'm talking about this as I chug a 2-liter of Coke and eat chocolate? Oh, dude, let me ask you a question right now, man. How the hell do you eat chocolate chip cookies and drink Coca-Cola, man? Coca-Cola does not sound appetizing with freaking chocolate chip cookies. Do they really go together? Can you eat Coke and freaking chocolate chip cookies? Snowballs and snowballs and yeah, dude. I'm pretty sure that this guy's at least 30,000 feet. 200? That just cost me 200. I don't even have enough now to freaking save. Oh my god! I gotta sell something. Oh man, I'm gonna die again. Yeah, you need milk, man. You need chocolate milk. See, I got regular milk. I got regular whole milk. Oh my god, milk is so good for you, dude. Fuck, I don't. How much do I need? Oh my god, I need 100. I'm fucked. I'm fucked. I'm totally screwed. Oh, that rapier. Oh my god, what the hell am I gonna do? Fuck! I'm only gonna get 10 for it. I am so screwed right now. He's gonna die again. Oh well. Now, how bad is it? Here's the real question. How bad is it? Oh, that's bad. What a fucking funked up royal that was. That was as bad as it gets. And I'll never be royal, 'cause I'm just gonna whine on this song. Na 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 na. Give it the old college try. Give it the new college try. Let somebody else do it. And whine about it. And whine about never being royal. Fuck. Oh, I'm so pissed. Let me just tell you something. Let me just tell you something about that song. Because the Grammys are on. The Grammys are on. I gotta tell you something about that song. It's really important. And if you guys want to, if you guys can't freaking translate that yourself, if you guys can't translate that yourself, you'll have to stick around to the end to find out what the hell that says. But you should be able to translate that yourself. You should find the means to translate it yourself. That's what I have to say about the Grammys and that song. It's right there for you. If you want to find out what that says, stick around to the end. I need to make this just a little bit bigger. What the hell is it? Alright, so this goes, the saber now has to go back to this guy again. I'm so pissed off right now. I can't believe I have to do that again. Americans will eat anything. Raccoons, asshole. Raccoons, asshole, deep fried on a stick, covered with butter, delicious. Let me tell you something. If you were dying, there's a lot of things you would eat. And here's the biggest issue. We have sacrificed so much of what made America great for convenient purposes. But honestly, back in the freaking times, like, just imagine being able to go stake a claim of land and just being like, you know what? You see that piece of woods out of there? I'm gonna clear that all out myself. And I'm gonna build a house out of it. I'm gonna build a house out of the wood. We have forfeited so much of that ruggedness for the convenience of a corrupt, bureaucratic, disgusting, bloated government. We have allowed them to come in and say, oh, well, now you have to have certain permits to be able to do this, and now your food has to have this and has to have this, and you can't hunt here, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. Like, yeah, we have some more convenience, but we have no fucking privacy anymore. We have no privacy. And honestly, just imagine how much it takes for these conveniences. Like, we used to be able to just be like, you know what? I'm going to raise some chickens. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And like some of that stuff, that was the American way. The American way used to be business ownership, home ownership, and fucking being truly self-governing. That used to be the American way. We've sacrificed all of that, and look what it costs. Look what it costs to have a home. Look what it costs to have... I mean, like, honestly, the biggest problem with our generation, my generation, is that our jobs that we've done, we've had to sacrifice so much more for home ownership because the demand for the kind of work that can afford home ownership, you have to stay on your own. You have to stop selling your time to the man. Stop selling it all to the man. You gotta do it yourself. You've gotta find the ingenuity yourself, because as soon as you fucking waste your time at Burger King or McDonald's or flopping Whoppers and whatever, you're just spinning your wheels. I would never tell my kid that's the best first job to get. I would rather tell them to make cash money cutting lawns. Freaking cut your teeth doing something. Don't go to McDonald's. McDonald's used to have been a good career, like in the freaking 60s or whatever, but it sure as fuck is not now. Do not tell a kid to go make minimum wage if you want to teach that kid about money. You need to tell that kid how to hustle. Find that kid a way to make freaking $50 just walking people's dogs. Gluten-free, peanut-free, whiny-free, etc. I can't cook anything anymore for kids in school. Did I ask you what you do? I don't remember what you told me you do. I know you're going to the trucking school, right? You're going to the trucking school, but I think you've told me what you've done and what you do now, and I can't remember what. I feel sorry for those people that lost their jobs fully. Which people? I lost my job fully. I lost a ton of jobs fully. I walked away from a ton of jobs. I've had over 30 jobs in my career, most of which at the same time. I've always worked at least 2 jobs because with my certain skill level, I was always staying away from doing my own thing. I did great deals of business, but I'll tell you what, supervisor is a fucking trap. Being a manager for somebody's corporation is a fucking trap. The only corporation you should be managing is your own. That's the corporation to manage. Fucking start your own thing. Oh yeah, well, I have a learning disorder. I have a few of them. I don't know if it's a disorder. I wouldn't necessarily call it a disorder. I mean, it's a challenge. I have some pretty serious challenges that have always made it harder for me to do some things. Like, I am really slow. I am really slow. I do things really, really slow. Like, honestly, I was an inventory control clerk, and I was the worst at that. And I was a FedEx package handler, and I was the worst at that. Because I can't, my brain can't function at high speeds and process numbers and stuff like that. I need to really pay attention to shit. And I can't even bring a plastic knife to school anymore. Okay, yeah. You have to retake the road test. Only I do lawn care. Okay. When I was a kid, my mom used to bake stuff for our classes. Nowadays, you can't even bring gluten because of gluten paranoia or allergy. I'll tell you what, though. The only thing I will say about some of that stuff is that food's not what it used to be either. In all of these freaking corrupt FDA things or whatever, we eat more chemicals now than we eat actual food. Like, the main ingredients in food have still got to be protein, like zero starch. Starch is already the start of the wrong direction. Values that we lost. My father would sell things door to door and took many odd jobs to get work for his father, constructing and painting, adolescent age till now. Young ones today. Oh right, yeah. We gotta stop telling kids to go work at the restaurant or whatever. I mean, yes, take a job over not working. But you be doing better. You be doing so much better learning how to babysit, learning how to freaking dog sit, learning just doing errands for people. Like, that is still the way to go. Teach those kids to work. Make that money. Don't tell them to go to McDonald's, Wawa, whatever the hell you guys got, AM, PMs. But I'll still say they'd be better off there than sitting home. But I think you teach a kid bad lessons for telling them to sit, because they'll settle their whole freaking work in life. You gotta say, yo, swing for the fences right off the bat. There's no reason you can't make $50 an hour just doing something that you're good at doing. And honestly, yeah, bust your ass. Freaking get that dirt under your fingernails. Get the dirt under your fingernails. Learn how an engine works and freaking fix somebody's car. I mean, honestly, now you can't do anything without computer skills. But learn how to freaking solder. Burn the house down. Burn the house down trying to learn how to solder. Like, learn those kind of skills. Because I'm gonna tell you something. No matter how technical things get, that computer still needs to be fixed. The guts of that computer still need to be fixed. So fixing a computer, even though, yeah, most of the things are made by very tiny hands, like very tiny hands or whatever, like, but I still think if you learn how to build a microprocessor, you'll be a fucking serious asset to these auto-driving cars. Like, eventually we're gonna get to the point where kids won't be allowed to drive cars anymore, because cars that we drive won't be allowed anymore. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Just remember, you need to be a responsible babysitter. That means you don't spend the whole time staring at your phone or the television. You watch that kid, talk to that kid. And if he's an infant, you can still talk to him. Like, I remember when you guys watched Baby Einstein, that shit was very helpful. That shit was great. Did I earn enough to stay at the inn? Oh, good, I did. Oh, good. Apps to help you get dog sitting, yeah. Like, go grocery shopping for an older person. Get yourself a leaf blower. I mean, there's so many things. There's so many odd jobs that you could do. And I'll tell you what. I'm going to tell you once again. When you get a car, you'll do better as a pizza delivery driver than you will working inside the store. When you can make tips doing anything, you'll do a better job than if you work for an hourly wage. Working for an hourly wage as a teenager will probably teach you more lessons of how not to work than actually how to make money. I seriously believe that. I think you are impaired when you only work for an hourly wage as a teenager and you're making shit money. Now, if you're making 13, 14 bucks an hour and you're only 16, you're doing okay. But you're gonna learn real fast. You need to be really good at what you're doing, or you're gonna get replaced. Tortures me with the Teletubby. Oh my God. Tinky Winky, Dipsy, La La Po. And actually, I had nephews that were the Baby Einstein and Teletubbies and what the hell was that other one? Barney. Did I mention my third leg? If you're talking about your Johnson. You're out of milk. Only got a little milk and it needs to be saved. I'll add water. Oh, it'll be skim milk. Some apps promote those kind of jobs you're talking about. Yeah, which I like. So celebrating. Hey! There you go. Celebrating the devil. Did you finally look that up? Oh wait, I can't post it from here. Did somebody finally look up that Hebrew? $7. I'm gonna tell you something. $7.50 an hour, when you could make easily 15 bucks an hour babysitting. You should be making 15 bucks an hour at your age babysitting. This does not count for your family. You ought to be doing everything for your family for free. Now I make 13 bucks an hour. That's hella work. Yeah, you work like a dog. Yeah, see, I was a supervisor. 2 different times I was a supervisor with extra training making 13 bucks an hour. I was responsible for a crew that didn't fucking want to work. And I was only making 13 bucks an hour. And they were trying to make me say that was good money. I was like, fuck you people. I'm like, for what I'm doing, I'm being called. I worked the overnight shift every weekend. I worked the overnight shift, period. But I used to get called the second that I got home. And I've been up all night long, and they would call me and wake me up at fucking noon. When all them sons of bitches were like blood sugar and sex magic or whatever, you know, like, and they'd be calling me and waking my ass up right when I got to sleep. I'd be like, fuck all of you guys. I kept this place running when you were sleeping. Nobody fucking calls you and gets a hold of you in the middle of the night. I take care of this shit when you people are sleeping. Don't fucking call me when I'm sleeping. I slept all day. I used to get up at 3 o'clock and I'd eat dinner for breakfast. But I was making 13 bucks an hour. And honestly, don't let anybody tell you that that's good money. That's fucking dog shit money. If you're not making at least $53,000 a year, you're fucking struggling. If you're not making at least 53 grand a year, you're going to struggle your ass off. You won't be in a place where you can buy a home. If you're not in a position where you can be starting to put money away to buy a home, you're fucking struggling. And you gotta it's your job to make more money than that. And I'm saying this as a man who has worked my whole life to try to break into that kind of an income. I'm wasting my fucking life making less than that money. Shit, I'm gonna die if I don't pay attention. Yep. You ready? I'm gonna embarrass the shit out of myself. Guess how much I just did my taxes. I made half. I made half of the national average last year. Okay? Last year I made half the national average, which is less than what you just told me. This year I made half of that. I mean, this last year that I just filed taxes for, I made half of that. And the only reason that I'm surviving right now is because of my roommate, because of my mother. And that's embarrassing to me. I mean, she is the best roommate that I've ever had, but I'm going to tell you something. I am still working. I am still making money everywhere I can. That's why I'm selling the shit out of everything. The fact that I survived it all is only by the grace of God and the fact that I have a loving mother. I wouldn't have survived it all. I would have been back in my car. I mean, in California, I would be fucking... I'd be selling my dick. Oh my God, the Wiggles. You know what? I could handle. And see, I worked with a teenager with autism, and he used to watch the same things on repeat like all day long, and it was fine. Like Fox and the Hound, he would go through phases, and I loved it when he was on the freaking Fraggle Rock phase. When he was on the Fraggle Rock phase, I fucking loved that shit. I love Fraggle Rock. But when he was freaking into the Wiggles, I was just like, oh fuck, I hate the fucking Wiggles. They were so bad. Like, that music wasn't even good. At least Barney was alright. Barney was our Teletubbies. Teletubbies created more ADD. The Teletubbies created more ADD kids. That shit is the start of Satan coming out like a muff to try to get these kids. I don't know what the hell any of that shit was teaching kids, but honestly, that shit created ADD. That created more ADD. Thank God for your mother. That's right. Even Jesus did. I can make 20, but here's this. Free ride home and dinner. What? Say what now? Right, he's gonna fight this one. He's gonna fight this one. How the hell did we switch again? Oh, fuck. I know why. Because I freaking had to save. That creep ought to be dead. So what have I done this whole fucking stream? I've been streaming for 3 hours. What have I done this whole stream? Raised money. And bought one fucking sword. And now I gotta buy the damn thing again. Oh, okay. Sounds good to me. I took care of people that were dying. And I did it more than 40 hours a week. I still live with my folks at 34. You know what? Here's the thing. I know that you have some learning challenges, and I know that it's going to make it that kind of a situation probably for a long time. But I know that you can turn, possibly you could turn YouTube into a career, but you've got to start doing merchandise. You've got to start finding alternate avenues than just the stream. I mean, you're up to what? Are you almost up to 30 subscribers now? Because it's a start. I mean, I still say that relying on YouTube specifically, that's why I got the donations out. That's why I got the donations. And the best nation in the world is donation. Because honestly, it sucks. It sucks that this is the world we live in, where I'm fucking begging for money, but I ain't fucking begging for money. The PlayStation 3 is ready to go, and I'm only gonna make $25 for it, which sucks. I'm gonna make maybe 30, but it's still, that's fucking dog shit. Because it's the fat 40 gig, and nobody wants that shit. Nobody wants the fat 40 gig when they can get a freaking 100. They can get like 120 gig. Nobody wants a fat 40. We all do what we have to do. But you gotta work. If you don't work, you don't eat. You gotta work. I I mean, that's, you know, that's the unfortunate problem, that we have to toil over the soil. That and while we're working, we're by the sweat of our brow and by the freaking, you know, the blood of our hands. Like even to get the food that we want to eat, it's still the thorns and whatever. I mean, that's the way the passage goes. And basically, it's part of life. So trying to pretend that we shouldn't have to do that is just, it's not being a grown-up. We have to do what we have to do to eat. It's part of being a grown-up. All right, that has to go there. All right, B select is a magic spell. Oh shit, that's not the right one. You know what though? I am gonna do that. Push B select. Almost right where I need it to be. Wait a minute, that ain't where I need to be. Coming home almost 8 p.m. every day. It's starting at 7 a.m. for shit money, man. That sucks, dude. Actually, Goomba works. He's a truck driver. I know that he's like, that's where you're going for or whatever, but I know Goomba puts in some long hours too. Oh shit. Kaizoku. Boy, do I need lit too. I need to get lit too. Wow, it's almost midnight. That's why I'm getting so hungry. I think I started early too. It's already been 3.5 hours. And you know what's sad? Nobody wants to watch this shit later on. I don't even want to watch 3.5 hours. I used to listen to it at night, but I got so much other shit to listen to that 3 hours later on, I don't blame anybody for not watching these later. I appreciate every one of you guys for being here as long as you have been. And I know that people have left and come back or whatever, but phew. So fucking expensive to get a decent place. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Jedi, I'm going to ask you a question, because you're conservative. What are your thoughts? I'm going to get real political. I'm just warning. What are your thoughts on climate change? Is climate change human controlled? Okay, you're still here. Had a long day. Yeah, you went to see your uncle, right? And you played your MMOs all day. Look into Uber, yeah, and Lyft, Uber and Lyft. My car was newer. My car, you're gonna need a more expensive car to do Uber or Lyft, because the biggest restriction. But see, here's the thing: you could do your own service. If you talk to some elderly people around near you, just fucking take them somewhere. Take them to the store. Go do their grocery shopping for them. Just take a list. That's what I mean, I put it out in my service. I mean, nobody's taken me up on it just yet. But I'm giving out my fucking business ideas now. I'm giving away fucking gold. Don't exactly have a positive. Yeah, okay, that's what I believe. Many times, but in general, it's natural. Yeah, nature. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I can tell. Yeah, we don't help things. But let me ask you a more serious question. You were not a science major, but do you think that we have overpopulated this planet? That's the most political question that I think that I discuss, where I know that I have upset a lot of people when I talk about this. Do you think that human beings have overpopulated this planet? This planet will self-destruct. Or this planet will... How the hell does he say it? Marlon Brando in the first Superman. The planet will be destroyed in 30 days. Boy, is this a pain in the ass. Kill that son of a bitch already, will you? God, that took way too long. Wow, that's what I remember. Man, those guys give you some serious gold. Wow, that was nice. Man, I am serious. So remember, the more you guys live stream, the things that you say on a live stream will show up as advertisements on your YouTube channel. Not for you, for the videos you watch. YouTube is now listening. Google is listening. Facebook is listening. Everything is listening. And they did get your consent. You just didn't realize it. You gave them consent. You gave them your consent. And you didn't even read the fine print. Yeah, exactly. And here's the worst part about it. Don't think that you can show off your bum or anything like that on any picture, because you already gave them the consent to go play it wherever they need to. Nothing that you share on the internet is ever private, and you have given consent for it to be used. You've given consent for it to be used publicly, shared. They're getting free pornography from your phone if they need it. That's why you should never, ever, ever do those things. I mean, honestly, I understand, because we're all human beings and we have urges and whatever, but you gave consent and you didn't even read it. You gave consent for them to freaking use that stuff. Alright, so here we go. Changing back to the climate topic, the population topic. I look at this country and there is so much land still. I do not think we have overpopulated yet, but we can easily overpopulate if we're not carefully, especially in the future. Some countries are overpopulated, though. Let me ask you this question. 70% of the Earth is blank. Fill in the blank. 70% of the Earth is blank. Fill in the blank, please. Ooh, I can get ice. And ice is actually... Ooh, ice is better for the frickin' trolls. Not trolls, the ogres. And if you're a teen doing things like that underage, but yep. Yep. Don't think it's not out there. Giving kids that kind of access, it's really a bad idea. That's why I personally believe that kids should not be allowed on the internet. That's why I think it's just until you're and I think 13 is too young. In my opinion, 13 is way too young. No, it's water. 70% of this planet is water. 70% of the you know what we have on this planet is water. So what I'm telling you is that how can we overpopulate this world when we haven't even touched living underwater yet? Other than the friggin' submarines and whatever, and some of the oil rigs and everything like that, we haven't even inhabited the ocean. Now, honestly, personally, I know that this is whacked up, but I think that we've already got stuff living in that ocean that's otherworldly, because it's already been documented many, 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 many times. But 70% of this planet is underwater. So, we've got a lot of opportunity before we overpopulate. We just have to figure out how to live in different places here. Now, yeah, we can screw up the ocean real fast and then we're in trouble. But just think about, with all the floods and shit that have happened, like, just think about how much better prepared we would have been if we weren't living so predominantly on land. Like, if we could just, we're human beings. We can live wherever we want to. Wherever we decide to, we can live. We just have to invest the right resources to live there. That's why I don't believe in overpopulations as a human species. We've got fucking way more that we can do. But we've got to make sure that we're working towards making enough money to be able to do these things. We need to breed more Elon Musks. We need to stop training kids for a world that doesn't exist anymore. Stop training them for the fucking corporate monkey ladder. You know, stop training kids to be freaking corporate monkeys. These fucking high-rise buildings are all going to come crumbling down. Get these kids a way to freaking become more engineers. These kids to become more like free thinkers, you know, like not freaking wasting their time like thinking about freaking whatever, but actually like making things. We need more people making things and stop fucking working for the man. Stick it to the maniosis is what these kids should be learning. Yep. Do you see that? Do you see that, people? Here, now I can point to it. I can point to it. It's true that we always look to space for the mystery, but the Earth's oceans are just as mysterious. It's so true, dude. The fuck? I came all the way over here and went to the wrong one. I should really look at a map, because as slow as this son of a bitch walks. So basically we agree with each other. Of course. That happens a lot more than a dozen Jedi. A lot more. That's why you like a brother. My brother. Alright. Hold on a second, because I gotta look something up. Alright, let's see. Steel armor I can't afford. Holy crap, is that expensive. Yeah, that's in Elfland, isn't it? Yeah. Holy moly. Iron armor, chain armor. I need swords. I need to go back to the swords. The hand's axe offers more damage at the same price for the fighter. However, the short sword's 5 extra hit rate will grant... There you go. We get 2 short swords. That's what we get. Fuck, I can't afford 2. Red mage. So basically, yeah, okay, you think that there's something on this planet that is just as intelligent as us. I don't know. I don't think it lives on this planet. I don't think it lives here. I mean, I think... Oh, God, now this is where I start to sound real whacked up. What if I was to tell you that I personally think that there is a collection of different somethings here? a collection of different somethings here. Like, honestly, I think there's an awful lot more unexplained things on this planet than things that are explained. I think there's a lot more that we have yet to know than we have figured out. Like, even from a scientific perspective, you know, like, there's a lot more science that we're still learning. We're still science babies. We're like science adolescents from the things that we've done. I mean, I still think there's more elements than we've discovered. I mean, we've created some elements, you know, like human beings have learned to create, like xenon and plutonium. They're all like created man-made elements. They're not, but I still think there's more out there. Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. 40 years of darkness, earthquake, tornadoes. Enough, I get the point already. What he means is Old Testament. Dude, how the fuck? See, here's what blows me away. With all the music that you listen to, with all the freaking movie references and freaking everything, how the fuck are you only your age? Like, now I'm really blown away. Seriously? Like, I'm like, what? Like, seriously? That's the thing that surprised me the most. When you told me your age, I was just like, how the fuck? How the fuck do you know all the shit that I grew up with? You're like 10 years younger than me. I guess it's the same thing that I said to Austin a long time ago. Like, by all the jokes and everything, I'm just like, your parents must have been really cool. Must be. Alright, I need... okay, I need to sell that rapier. And then I need another... I need to go get another battle with more Kaizokus. Get that freaking stupid-ass old man out of my way. Oh, your brother's closer to my age? Okay. Yeah, I think that... I mean, I'll tell you what, though. Like, there are... I keep saying this. I say this all the time. There are really good millennials. There are really, really good millennials. I hear them all the time on Dave Ramsey. And I think that enough kids in that age bracket, no offense to call you a kid, but I mean, like, enough people in that age bracket have recognized that the world that they were training my generation for doesn't exist anymore. So you've got to find things like Uber and, you know, like all these other things. You've got to find ways to fucking make money on your own. I mean, like even YouTube, you know, it doesn't work for everybody. Sure as hell isn't working for me anymore. Ugh, I just want the money that I earned. That's all I want. I'm just pissed off that they fucking didn't at least say, you know what, dude? We're gonna give you the money that you earned. Fucking take it away from me. It's like you're a fucking crook. You people stole from me. Fuck you, bitches. I mean, honestly, I think at every moment, every commercial I see on this fucking platform, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, bitches. Fuck all your products. I ain't ever, unless it's something that I absolutely can't live without, I ain't ever fucking promoting anything that I see on commercials for YouTube. Because I'm like, you know what? You bitches, you advertisers have become the enemy to me. Because you didn't fucking fight for me. You fought against me. So fuck you, bitches. If anything, when I see Hulu, fuck Hulu. I'll never buy Hulu again. There isn't a single freaking thing on Hulu that I will ever buy because I see those commercials are on here still. Fuck Hulu Plus. That's my opinion. This is commercial-free UQ. Fuck Hulu Plus. Don't buy that shit. I grew up in an age with and without tech. Yeah, see, that's the other thing, right? Like, I think that you learn more. Like, even Jesus would use these parables, but I mean, like, I think you learn more as the struggle. You know, like you asked me one time, you're like, why is it that once people start working, they're a lot less likely to become, you know, to stay liberal, even though it does still happen. You know, like, why is it that as you start to succeed in your life, you become less liberal? And I think it's because you realize, like I said, you know, I kept looking around the church just hoping that somebody would do something to help me. I just kept looking around my church, just asking somebody, just hoping that somebody would do something for me. And then one day I realized that I am somebody. As long as you're waiting for the guy. Now, there are some of us that are in a situation where we cannot completely handle ourselves. We can't help ourselves completely. But that's why we need to find a friend or family that can help us, instead of throwing that control to a government that don't give a fuck about you. In a lot of cases. In a lot of cases, they have become beholden to special interests, and they don't give a side fuck about the individual anymore. They don't care about the voice that voted them in there. They don't care at all. Alright, that should be enough money. Is that enough? Oh yeah, that's enough. Alright, so we go with the short sword. And without tech, they used to talk about, when I first started my business, they used to talk about the high, this was new at the time. They were talking, it was 1999. They were talking about high touch and high tech. You have to bring the high touch to high tech, otherwise you're going to, and that's what I keep trying to make sure I never forget. You should never completely take the touch out of tech. You got to stay about people. Alright, now here's the question. Should I buy ice or keep saving up and buy lit 2? You're like some millennial and some baby boomer. And you know what's weird? I am actually right at the tail end of Gen X. If I had been born about 5 months later, 4 or 5 months later, I would be a millennial. But that's why, I mean, if anything, like the signs go, I'm on the cusp, you know. So, but yeah, I hung around with a lot of older people, like people like 15, 20 years older than me. And even though I did pick up some bad habits because of that, I think I did learn. And my brothers and sisters were, you know, my father was married before he married my mother, so I got a lot of brothers and sisters that are like, you know, 15, 20 years older than me also. And Dad, in a lot of ways, he did. He treated me like a grandson a lot of times. Okay. Well, actually, the actual thing is anything after 1980. Like anything after 1980 is considered a millennial, and actually, Generation Z is anything after 2004 or 2005 is a Generation Z. Like we have the next generation after the millennials. No, dude, I'm telling you. Look it up. You want me to look it up and show it to you? Oh, God, I need to eat. I just saw what time it was. No wonder I'm fucking hungry. And I started early. All right, we're gonna cut this down here. Let me equip this shit and sell everything I need to sell. Gen X is back, man. My mother is Gen X. My mother is Generation... Oh, wait a minute. No. Generation X... Generation Y. Generation Y is freaking, Generation X, Generation Y. Generation Y is the millennials. And then Generation Z is the newest generation. Why the hell didn't they... Yeah, Generation X, wait a minute. Gen Xers... Yeah, they never came up with another name for us. Why the fuck did the millennials become the millennials and we're still Gen X? Yeah, my mom is a baby boomer. That's right. I was thinking... I knew I was getting something mixed up. Yeah, you're right. And they're a fucking huge... That's why caregiving is such a good profession for people in my generation. The problem is, it's fucking taking its toll on me as a man because I have to work with men. And it sucks that I have to work with men, but I do. Alright, I need to... I have to protect myself. Alright. If I can afford it. No, I can't. I think I need 400. Fuck. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut this down. That's weird. Alright, so what do we got? Alright, so Jedi, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I'm sorry I'm stopping earlier than I used to, but it's pretty freaking late. And I started hella early, so I've been on this thing a while. And I know I took a big long break or whatever, but... And Joshua, I think, may already be gone. He might still be here. Becky, thank you for stopping by. Retro, thanks for making me laugh. Thank you for stopping by. Johnny 5 was here. Number Johnny 5. Oh, and the man who would not die. Goomba stopped by. I forgot about that. That was hella early. The man that refused to die. Where the hell is he? Where the hell is he? There he is. The man who refused to die. Definitely check that channel out. That guy's awesome. He talks about a lot of the conservative points, and then he also talks some conspiracy theory stuff, which we need. We need to not trust our government. Don't you ever trust your government. They haven't done anything to earn that trust. They haven't done anything to earn it. Always question. It is our duty to question those in authority. You would not be a good citizen if you did not question the authority, because you put them there. All right, let me go down to the bottom, and then we will sign off. Well, I appreciate it. You don't always stay to the end. Sometimes it's super late. Well, it's earlier there. Bible. We will end with a Bible passage. La Biblia. All right, what the hell? It was here. I had it. Take the guitar off my bed. Where the hell is it? Okay, I reorganized a whole bunch of stuff, but I grabbed it. Okay, I was reading it earlier. And How to Win Friends and Influence People was on top of it when I grabbed it. Okay, now I'm tripping out. Did I bring it into the bathroom with me? Shit. Wow, that's awkward. That's really awkward. To be without my Bible is like being without a loved one. That is really strange. Okay, I have no idea where I put it, and that makes me uncomfortable. It's a big book. Damn. Oh well. All right, let me just go to. Let me just pray real quick. Instant prayer. There you go. And I think I may have used this before, but it don't matter. I'm using it again. Bible Gateway. Okay, verse. We'll start with verse. Here we go. Philippians 4, verse 4 we'll start with. May you always be joyful in your union with the Lord. I say it again, rejoice. Verse 5, show a gentle attitude towards everyone. The Lord is coming soon. Amen. Don't worry about anything, but in all your prayers, ask God for what you need. always asking him with a thankful heart. That includes the frustrations and the struggles that you're going through. Sorry, let me not add words while I'm reading. But in all your prayers, ask God for what you need, always asking him with a thankful heart. And God's peace, which is far beyond human understanding, will keep your hearts and your minds safe in union with Christ Jesus. In conclusion, verse 8, Philippians 4, verse 8 and 9. In conclusion, my friends, fill your minds with those things that are good, that deserve praise, things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and honorable. I'm going to read that one more time. Fill your mind with those things that are good, that deserve praise, things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and honorable. Put into practice what you have learned and received from me, both in my words and from my actions. And this is Paul talking to them. And the God who gives you peace will be with you. Amen. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Joshua, especially for reminding me. Yeah, the Grammys are on. And now you can... Who doesn't know what this stands for? Who doesn't know what this stands for? Hey, the Grammys are on. So I thank you for reminding me. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Since you stayed to the end and you reminded me. Hey, I like that, Josh. That's good. Does anybody know what that means? It's Hebrew. It's Hebrew. Okay. The Bible is a big chair. The Bible is in the big chair. Probably. Don't worship the devil. Don't celebrate the devil. Why should you never watch any of these award shows anymore? Why should you never watch these award shows anymore? Because I'm going to tell you something. Long before they got to him, I now believe that Kanye West was absolutely right to do what he did. I never understood it because I was being manipulated as well. He was absolutely right to do what he did because it was not everything that he said exactly the way he said it, but it was the simple fact that there is no justice for who wins these awards. It is not given to the best at anything. None of these people are good at anything that they do anymore. They have sold their souls to the people that worship at the altar of smut and disgustingness and filth. And honestly, I only say this. I don't say this to be completely negative. I say this so that you stay woke is the new word, right? Which is bad grammar. But stay awake. Stay awake so that you realize that you should only really be celebrating your gifts, your family's gifts, and your friends' gifts. And celebrating them by offering them to your neighbor. Don't sell them for a trophy. And do not worship, do not celebrate the spoils of the devil. That's exactly what that means. So thank you very much for looking that up. Do not celebrate the devil. I'm not watching the award show. Me neither. Me neither. And I will not be watching the Super Bowl because, one, I don't give a fuck about these commercials. I don't care anymore about the commercials. I don't care. And I hate to say this because even though I'm torn on the whole thing, I hate to say this. The Patriots are going to win. That's my prediction. And I don't give a fuck if I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But here's the thing. I don't celebrate a bunch of pansies that fucking kneel. And I'm listening to the song! Listening to the fucking song! So on that note, I will put that thing back up one more time. I will put that thing back up one more time because it's fucking great. Listen to the fucking song! Where the hell is it? Here it is. This is why I won't be watching the Super Bowl right here. Meanwhile, in hockey, this is why I will not watch the Super Bowl.
I got my eye on the three of you guys. You pull one thing, you're out of this game. Now I run a clean game here. I have any trouble, I'll suspend. I'm listening to a fucking song!
Listen to the fucking song! All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is all. Thank you so much for stopping by, and pat yourselves on the back. You have once again fully compromised with 13